Mic test, mic test. Hello everyone and welcome back to another Buddy Bison stream. I hope we're all having a wonderful day today. Hope we're all ready and waiting to play some more Trails to Azure, because that is what we are doing on this fine evening, this fine Wednesday evening it is. I see that Fontano is already here. How are you doing, my friend? But yeah, so last time on stream we did some stuff. If I remember right, we ended at mains. Now, something that I did in fact do off stream is you'll notice actually maybe you won't. Yeah, you'll notice two things. There was, well, okay. I may have rectified it. So basically, last stream I ended right in front of the mains mountain. Which is good. However, I had missed Sunshine Anya's Chapter 4. Because basically, on day 2, after the meeting at the airport, you need to go to Pete in the law office and get Chapter 4. I missed that during the stream. So what I did was I went back and basically did everything I did in the stream while also getting this. Luckily, it wasn't too much playtime that I actually had to like redo. The biggest difference I would say between the two is probably how much like Sepith I have, because I think I had a little bit more at the end of the previous stream, because I still, currently here, I still unlocked all of Tio's stuff that I previously unlocked, specifically upgrading the last one and whatnot. But, actually now that I'm here, let's do that. And I think I moved everything around correctly. Not exactly sure, but I did want to make sure that I went back and got Sunshine Anya's because I want all the books. So I did do this to kind of correct things. And so I'm going to start this one out by reading the book. Cry for justice. Edwin rescued one passenger after another. The corner market had devolved into panic in the wake of the crash. Worse still, the truck the bus had collided with had been carrying flammable materials. Oof. Edwin coughed violently as hot, thick smoke filled the air around him, searing his skin. I can't give up, Edwin thought. There are still people left inside who need me. Help me. Grab my hand. It's narrow, but I can get you out. Everything's going to be all right. I can't. I'm pregnant. But what? Edwin shouted without thinking. He tried to get hold of himself, but his thoughts were spiraling. He was only 19. This was way out of his depth. Mind racing, he frantically tried to calm the woman, telling her to wait while he stood and surveyed the area. Several cars that had been caught up in the crash lay motionless in the street. Brandon and the news staff had followed Edwin outside to assist the rescued passengers. Sirens wailed faintly in the distance. The cavalry was on its way at last. Sorry. Hey, nerd. What's up, Fontano? How are you doing, friend? Ed, you gotta get down from there, yelled Brandon. That truck is loaded with gunpowder. It could blow at any second. Like hell I will. Edwin suddenly became enraged. Why did this accident happen? Why are there so few people helping? He yelled to himself. And why did Agnes run from me? Edwin had a feeling that she fled out of shock after spotting him. He knew better than to be upset, though. It was only natural that someone would run if a huge orbital bus came hurtling toward them. The thought, however, did little to calm his rage. Why did you run away, Agnes? I was busy playing a game, but I think I'm good for today. What game were you playing, boys? Don't want to get too sucked into it. No, don't want to get too sucked in. You idiot. Who said anything about running? Cold water suddenly engulfed Edwin's body. Bewildered, he turned around only to then meet Agnes's beautiful blue eyes. She stood there, panting with a bucket in hand. Edwin could only assume it had belonged to a fishmonger, seeing as he now reeked of fish. Nice work, kid. Leave the rest to us. Everyone, this way, hurry. A brigade of bucket-armed fishermen and fishmongers appeared behind Anya's. Together they doused fires left and right in quick succession. Of course, we're next to the harbor, thought Edwin. Anya's hair swayed to and fro as she bounded around, barking out orders. You, get over there. You, go fetch a hatchet. Just this mobile rhythm game that I got into after watching the anime connecting to it. Nice. Never been one for rhythm games myself because I'm not good at holding rhythm. Don't worry, being responsible with my wallet. Good job. Remember, Fontano, every gacha pull you could pull, that could be another sub to the channel. No. But yeah, no, the only gacha game that I ever got into was Fire Emblem Heroes, and I never spent money on it. I just did dailies. And then at a certain point I realized I wake up every morning and immediately get on my phone. This probably isn't healthy for me or my phone. I'm not very good at it, but I like the characters. Okay. Yeah, I mean, that's where really a lot of these games shine. It's like, these characters look good. That's why I want to play this. But yeah, I got to the point where I was like, this is unhealthy. So I just uninstalled it and stopped playing. Okay. Ed, get out of my way. That woman's pregnant, right? The girl climbed over the frame of the bus. Taking the woman by the hand, Agnes gently coaxed her to freedom. She then turned to Edwin. You know this would have been way easier if you hadn't come, right? Huh? What'd you have to say that for? Edwin shouted. The girl with the cream blonde hair cracked a relieved smile. Don't worry about it. You really are dense, you know that, Ed? I only spent like an hour or two on it. That's not bad. After sunset, the clattering of a cocktail shaker was the only noise disturbing the silence of the cafe. Agnes's uncle liked to serve the hard stuff in the store at night. The repetitive sound of the shaker was disrupted by the door flying open. Agnes didn't bother to look. She knew it was Ed. So, how did it go? She asked, still facing away from him. What would I do at that time? YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, games, reading, the Azure puzzle that's been on my desk for a week. Probably that last one. Learn a language? Duolingo? Japan? Everyone's in stable condition. Edwin recited the facts he had learned from the police and hospital reports. There were only minor burns and injuries, excluding the bus driver who died even before impact. Considering the circumstances, people were calling it a miracle. One aided by a speedy rescue, of course. Edwin continued, and the cause of the accident was the driver died at the wheel and the bus went out of control, right? How did you know that? She shrugged as she cranked up the orbital radio, which was tuned to report on the accident. Say, Ed, maybe you aren't cut out to be a journalist after all. Personally, I think you'd be better off working as a full-time hero. Edwin rubbed his hands and glared. Hey, Toots, go get me a bourbon. Quit trying to act tough, Ed. I know you don't drink. Here, let me get you a nice tea. As you prepared this drink, Anya's wondered what the bus driver's cause of death was. Host of the orbital radio was now covering a different traffic accident. Feels like there have been way more accidents than normal lately, she mused to herself as she grabbed a new glass. Traffic accidents on the rise? What do you think this is, Persona 5? We having some mental shutdowns here? What were we doing last time? That's what we were doing last time. We were in the middle of... Oh yeah, update time. Oh, please tell me. We are in the middle of doll now. So the third doll is outside the city, where one stands with their back bathed in the goddess's shining visage. Finish machine assassin intro quest. Oh yeah, nice. Yeah, that one's a multi-parter. So you have to do a whole bunch of like mini combats. Spent so much money on the prison reform. Yes, you did. And that's like how will I ever recover? I mean, luckily you don't need that much money in the game. Like, money is honestly kind of pointless. I think I talked about this during my stream of the game, but it's like the regular money is generally pointless to the point where I'm like, why can't I buy silver no-pawn coins to at least do something with them to make the money worth something? There's like 100 accessories I can sell if I ever really need money. That too. But yeah, there's like not enough good things to use money on. Like once you get even 5 hours into the game to the point where it's like, yeah, by the time you get to the prison refurbishment quest, it's like, yeah, you've just been saving up the entire game. You can at least buy ether cylinders, but this is only going to be needed when I do my gem grind. And even then, it's not like they're like all that needed either. Like you can get a whole bunch of ether cylinders just by going around. Like they're like, I remember at a certain point in the game I stopped accessing the ether points because I was just maxed out, and I was like, I don't want to waste them. Okay, so third doll is outside the city, where one stands with their back bathed in the goddess's shining visage. That's slow, yeah. And it wasn't the church. It wasn't around the church. Stand with their back bathed in the goddess's shining visage, which makes me think that there is a statue somewhere, but I don't know where exactly. My brain is saying maybe where? Get back over here. Because my brain... Okay, so St. Ursula Medical College, maybe. I don't remember if there's a statue there. East Crossbow, Old Mark, I don't think. The Sun Fort, maybe, but I don't think I can go that way yet. Moon Temple, maybe. Yeah, okay. So, let's go to St. Ursula first. Well, so let's do sky paint work. There we go. Friggin' cool. Yeah, I got the HP and EP charger. Right. Okay, so let's go to St. Ursula Medical. And because I think there's a statue here. I think. No, I thought there was a statue like right here. Okay. Is there a statue anywhere here? No. I wonder. Is the is the shining palm still on this field? Yeah, it is. There we go. It's a single shining palm, but hey, it's better than nothing. Yeah, analyze you. Dazzling shining fluff, insanely quick and well, insane, near impossible to hit. Okay. Rising sun. There we go. 23. Okay. Hey Fontano, in this game, can you do the same like super level up as you can do in Zero, where it's like do the chain battle with the palms, or is that not a thing? Right. Okay, so let's assume that maybe it's mains. No idea, probably, but we don't need to. Okay. Okay, so let's see if they'll let me go towards the Moon Temple. Levels up just fine with no grind required. Okay, that's good. Okay, you gonna let me go this way? You are. I already left it here. Although every chapter has the fear of 7th drown. Okay. Got like these emotes. Yeah, you got a lot of good ones. Did you sub or follow a new channel? Good. Give me them. You try checking the chest a second time, only to witness the tiny bearded man in a pointy hat again. He stops his lively jig and glares at you. You quickly close the lid. Okay. So, Stop. There we go. Successful ambush. Okay, you and you. Smack you. Analyze. You. An annelid monster that lives underground can cause earthquakes and landslides when injured. That's a nice response off their very steady offline chat. Wow. Saw one on stream, checked out the channel, didn't want to forget to control the sub, so I just cheered 10k. Oh, nice. It's a nice. Yeah, that's. You don't really hear about channels having like very active offline chats. Usually that's like relegated to like Discord. And Dastardly Fluff has the ability to steal a small amount of CP. I'm just kind of who would cheer on a channel I've never interacted with ever. You're a very special kind of amazing person, Fontana. Bastard. Didn't need to kill it. Status. I mean, that's kind of, isn't that like one of the points of getting like good emotes? It's like to encourage people to want to use them. So it's like, okay, yeah. Okay, it's the idea of it. Wait, no. Attack like that, analyze. Large bird that lives in rocky areas dives from above to strike with its sharp claws. Easter egg. Luckily, these guys don't seem to be too strong, so presume I'm meant to come here at this point. Oh, they're a partner. They does do much. Just get you off too. Ah, okay, yeah, makes sense. Oh yeah, you did say that they had like, or actually no, so I saw 10k and I was like, oh, 10k followers. Okay, yeah, no, they're definitely a partner. But no, you said cheered 10k. Okay. Okay, let's Calamity Edge. Thank you. I saw 3 bid emotes. Yeah, I don't have any bid emotes just yet. Mostly because I don't have like a surplus of emotes. Because you and I are different kinds of creatures. Fontana, 1, I can't think of very many emotes that I want. And 2, I don't have like a backlog. It's like, okay, I have this many spaces, so I'm gonna commission this many emotes. Just because I need to use those things. Bamboo rod, yo! Use that rod to give the Imperial Fishing Club a taste of their own medicine. They're so snobby, and they never allow my Erebonian chest buddies to get a word in edgewise. Only have like, only. Runic robe, 47 out of 61. This perplexed Genevieve all the more. You've always kept your anger over this whole arrangement in. You've been so cold, and now look at you. I can't even act angry with you like this. Should I? Okay. Okay, what's Runic robe? Defense, but ADF goes up. So, am I... Basically a question of like, okay, how do I... Actually... Yeah, you get it. Probably give you something, though. Let's give you speed and move. And then... Prevent mute. Sounds good. Seems good. See, both of my people that have the gladiator stuff. It's like I could give the a gladiator thing to Randy. It would probably be good. Actually, I'll remove sniper barrel and put sniper barrel on Ellie, and you can get long barrel. Because you know what, I want to rock OG SSS. I know they get all of Zero together, but I like rocking them because, you know, it's been a bit since we had Tio in the party, so want us all to get reacquainted, have a grand old time. Although I do somewhat worry that it'll be like, I don't ever want to get off of them, even though I know Noelle is pretty darn good, or at least I liked using her. She has the good, like, sleep equivalent of Randy's stuff. Crash bomb. Then it's like at a certain level, it's like, would I rather have, well, because obviously I need Lloyd and I want to have Randy, because they're my 2 physicals. It's like, okay, well then that leaves it basically between Ellie, Tio, Noelle, and Wazzy. And where like Tio and Wazzy are... Like, it's weird, right? Because Noelle doesn't fit like a perfect trade for Ellie. And Ellie is more casty like Wazzy and Tio, so those 3 are all competing. Wazzy gets a lot of use in the final dungeon, but the final 2 bosses are, as this classic, and Noelle does not get used. Oh, man. No use for the base AoE. By the sinner it was rung. Thus did its ominous clangor resound, heralding the start of an era of chaos. An excerpt from the Book of Ladders, introductory verse, Sound of Awakening. Bison, I told you. Yeah, I think you did. Wait, isn't that... Reese? Noah's biggest role in the run is dying on purpose. Oh, you're the special support section. Long time no see. And who is this? Oh, right. She's a sister of the Septian Church. We met her a little while back. My name is Reese Argent. Pleased to meet you. So tell us, what the heck's a lady of the cloth like yourself doing in a place like this? Good question. All the entry to these ruins has been prohibited by the CGF. Well, I happen to be teaching a class in Mainz today, but on my way back I heard a peculiar sound coming from this direction. A sound? Lloyd, do you think? Yeah, that bell must be resonating again. Tia, do you sense anything inside? Only faintly. But yes, I can confirm that the higher elements have returned to the premises. That can't be. Could someone have tampered with the bell, maybe? Bells. I think this is the place where people had been reporting all those ghosts before. Ghosts? Excuse me, but would you mind explaining that to me in detail? Sure. Let recount their previous investigation of the temple. So that's the whole of it. Now I understand. A mysterious ruin where the 3 higher elements are active. Wanna come help us clear it out, Reese? Reese? Sorry, don't mind me. Circumstances being what they are, I need to stop that bell from ringing as soon as possible. So if you'd please excuse me, until we next meet. Excuse me while I just... Huh? Up and over? You just... Fuck the keep out sign. Oh, wait, Reese, what are you... As I said, I'm going to stop that bell. Quelling the lost souls of the dead is one of the many responsibilities of the church. Well, yeah, but... Come on, Lloyd, don't say something. Don't you think it'd be better for us to take care of this sort of thing? I agree. The presence of the higher elements indicates a strong chance that fiends may be lurking within. Can't animate that. Falcom isn't made of money. I like how it's like we can't animate her getting over, even though they could totally just have her jump over, like actually just jump over instead of just like hurdle over it. Or she could just walk around and go on the block there. Once again, the geometry is just meant to give an idea of things. You're both right. It's far too dangerous for a civilian to be strolling around in. That may be true, but... Is there something wrong, Ellie? Oh, okay, yeah. So Ellie's the only one that knows that Reese is a squire. No, you're right. This is almost certainly going to be dangerous. Reese, could you do us a favor and leave this to the SSS? Well, if that's the way it has to be, then I'm going to have to insist that you allow me to accompany you. I'm quite skilled in thaumaturgy, so you can rest assured that I won't be in your way. She's a stubborn one, isn't she? What's the call? I don't think she's going to take no for an answer. We'll just have to bring her along then. We've investigated the temple before, so it should be easier than last time. Then again, you're going to be okay doing this again, Ellie? No, oh, please, you don't need to worry about me. Like you said, we've done this before. I'll be fine as long as I'm mentally prepared. So in other words, she isn't fine at all. Anyway, is this arrangement alright with you, Reese? Yes, it is. I'm glad to have your company. Dark Side of the Moon started. Reese to join the party as a guest character. If she's KO'd in battle, it will be game over. Cool. Well, that's... First of all, let's just make sure that that does not occur. This is one of the parts that made FK region runs hard. Okay, so that's still there. Oh, you're still open. That's nice. Bell that doesn't supposed to ring. We love it. I can feel the presence of the three higher elements quite strongly here. We just did the Moon Temple in Zero. Now a couple hours there. We have to do it backwards with different chest locations. Ah, okay. It's not as if I'm any stranger to that sensation. Oh? I'm impressed. I suppose people from the church really can sense these things. You would be correct. Many of our people have learned to sense spiritual presences. Speaking of which, I have a question for you, Tio. You possess a similar ability, don't you? In a manner of speaking. In my case, it would be better described as an induced sensitivity, rather than inherent to me. My apologies. Perhaps that was a bit insensitive of me. Not to worry. It was a perfectly natural question. Reese may be more similar to Tia than I realized. Anyway, it's clear the way forward isn't going to be easy. Let's brace ourselves. Thankfully, we shouldn't have to deal with that gimmick again to unlock the door in the chapel. It'll be easier to reach the belfry with that out of the way. Alright then, make sure to watch your six. I don't want any nasty ghouls creeping up on us. Oh, I just know I'm going to enjoy this. It's like getting a free round at Michelin's famous horror coaster. Would you knock it off, Wessie? Or you'll leave me no choice but to knock you upside the head. Oh my, do you frighten easily with these sort of things, perhaps? Don't act like you didn't know. Anyway, even though we've investigated this place before, it's very possible there's some new surprises at work here. Let's take it one step at a time and not get ahead of ourselves. Roger. Before we begin, there's something that's been bothering me for a while now. If I may ask, what is that sugary sweet scent wafting off of you, Lloyd? Huh? Could it be the maple muffins that Kia made for us yesterday? We couldn't eat them all, so we ended up with plenty of extras. Oh, I think you're right there. Oh. Kept their scent after an entire day of travel. Such is the magic of Kia's cooking, I suppose. Reese, hungry as shit. Yep, launch on them muffins. Reese? Was that you just now? Please forgive me. I haven't had a chance to eat since leaving Sunday school. You see, it's been a ravenous time for me. Would you perhaps be so kind as to share one of those muffins with me? Sure, I guess. If you're okay with leftovers, that is. Lloyd handed a maple muffin. So would you not get this? Would you not get this if you ate all the maple muffins given to you? Munch, munch. Delicious. Guess that's one more satisfied customer for Kia. This muffin is filled to the brim with radiant qualities of warmth and joy. I'd feel just awful taking it for free. Perhaps I could offer you this in return. Burst orb. This was given to me by my superior before I was assigned here. I trust you'll make good use of it. Thank you, Reese. We appreciate it. Alright, let's pull ourselves together and keep moving forward. Keep moving. Okay, so what? Is this door locked? Ah, interesting. It won't open. I have to look for a different way in. Okay. Because you not sure, I never use them, but we skip through everything and then obviously can't recall what happens casually. Okay, so that makes me... So is this a... So she gives me a burst orb. Ew, no. Protect all NPCs. If NPC reaches 0, it's game over. Okay, Hammer Dwarf, Wind Fairy. Wind Fairy. Wind Scar. Okay, let's analyze you. Okay, Wind Spirit that loves pranks, spreads sleep-inducing dust. Oh, sure, just take one of my goddamn crit turns, you bastard. Okay. Crash Bomb. Okay, so they're seemingly immune to blind as well. Yeah. Malicious Dwarf Fiend with a hammer can cause various status abnormalities. Come on, Reese, I know you can do things. Or at least you could when you were cool. Are you not cool anymore? Is that the problem? You're a lame-o. Are you a lame-o now? Ooh, water is not good. Photon shot. Yeah, we'll do photon shot. Okay, cool. Peed. Oh, come on, let me... Using spin. Here we go. Suck them all in. Yes. Oh, dude, get doubled. Get doubled, bitch. Get doubled. Okay. Hit you. Back you. And then we want to impede you. Cancel. Which I think you still get the count for the cancel even if you do kill with it. Okay, door sealed shut. Door sealed shut. Door sealed shut. One of these doors is going to be openable. And I want to... Or maybe not. Okay, they're all sealed shut. Okay, so you can be freezing and burned, which is pretty good. Okay. Finish you. Good. Okay. Come on. Wind. Okay, it's good to know that I'm like at what seems to be the correct level for this, right? There's no expectation of me having to have grinded someplace else. Oh, damn it. Well, it's not worth it if I'm going to be taking damage. So, wanted to do my utmost, so you can only get to colony level 5 by doing all the quests, because I'm at 4 and like 9% is not going up with Star Conversations. Yeah, no, it's... Once you get late in the stuff, it's really, you need just do quests in the town. Or do I think the small amount of... So I think you can grind them up a little bit by doing the things repeatedly. I forget what they're called. The hand-them-in item things for people in each town, but it's not... Once you get to a certain point, it's just the quests that really get it up. Collectopedia, yeah, that. Guide to the Underworld hums a gloomy song which invites death to all who hear it. Okay, yeah, so let's not get Deathblood. Oh yeah, you do it on death, you fuck. That is garbage. You really? All the way? Quartz fragment. The truth is, Amir Khan, is that adios, this chest message has been confiscated by the Congregation for the Sacraments. Bitch. Haha, bitch. Okay. There we go. Looking thing. Deadman. Oh my god, it's a dead man. Whatever shall we do? Okay, I don't want to vanish it. I'll whack you. Analyze. Okay, you do not like space. Or, no, time. The ghost risen from Gehenna happily steals the vitality of the living. Okay, cool. Sounds good. Weird sludge succubus. Okay, yeah, baby. 80 of everything. We need that. Don't know much about the orbital net, but cloud storage sounds like heresy. Chestkind should not infringe upon the domain of Chestios, she who stores above. Chestios. The goddess with the most chest. Are we playing Dark Souls at this point? Soon. Well, actually, I say soon. It's not really when I think about it. There we go. Let's stop that. Good. Yeah. Oh, okay. Yes. Yeah, so I can do this. Let's see if I can't open the front door. There we go. Trunk. There we go. Let's also save, as I feel like this is a good opportunity to do so. Sure, let's do this. Sateto. Okay, Skullhead. Ah, forgot that you did that. I wish you could dodge the explosion. A will-o'-the-wisp will always explode when defeated. So many enemies that just love to explode on death, like a bunch of assholes. Oh hey, you killed us? Get the hell out of here, bitch. Door sealed shut. Don't we all, Bison? Don't we all? Excuse me. Okay, this is not nearly as bad as, like, Zero going through. God damn it, Okay, so let's save there. Not instant death. There's a boss later in the game where if we don't put Tears here, we die. Oh god. And there's no chance of us surviving it. Oh god. Yeah, that took a while. You know, Ellie, you're looking a lot less pale this time around. I suppose. It does help having Reese here with us. Well, it's only natural you'd feel safe in the presence of a sister from the Septian Church. Yeah, this was a whole place of worship like any other back in the day. Then again, with a cutie like her around, I already got the answer to all my prayers. I was forced at best. I love having Tio around. To bounce off of Randy again. Reese, did you just know something? This crust on the floor caught my eye. Isn't it the same one that belonged to that cult? Oh, so you know about them. You're right. I think they used this crust back in the Middle Ages. It presumably played a role in the bloody rituals they conducted. Reminds me of what happened to us the last time we were in here. A bell rang on its own, and a devil spawned right on top of that crest. Fuck. Don't tell me. I sense an exceptionally wicked presence. Hey Bitted, I'm back for round 2! Who's ready to fight? Not again! Damn, speak of the devil, never felt this literal. Me and my big mouth. Exercise caution. Its spiritual energy far exceeds that of the one we faced previously. Here it comes. Wakata. Preparing to cast an art. Oh no, whatever shall I do? Excuse me. Okay, so let's... Okay. I'm just gonna attack you, see how this goes. 913. Not bad. Hey, stop doing that, please. Yeah, stop. Analyze, what's going on here? Okay, you're immune to literally everything. Love it. A dream devil that slowly corrupts people. Dream devil? What the hell do you think this is? Chainsaw Man? A single swing of its claws terrifies foes. Drop burst orb. Okay, so you don't like that element, so photon shot is something you will despise. And resist demonic claw, poison. Okay. 2,800. Okay, we'll take that. We'll take that. Let's do this. Yeah, you know, let's Hawkenstorm. It's Hawkenstorm. Tiosuke. Ora! Love it. Boom, 3,360. Okay. That's a whack you. Recovery, Recuria. Get that off of him. Yeah, I'm just gonna take that crit so he doesn't get it. Death Scorpion, which is one of the main reasons why I didn't want to just drop a Shadow Blade. Okay, that's a lifesteal in that. Jesus Christ. Quite a bit. Holy Blessing. Finally did something. Okay, thank you. Okay, so let's do... Wave Smash. Thank you. Assist. Photon Shot. Photon Shot. No, screw you. I'll take the heal. There we go, you bastard. There we go. Die. It's like, nope, not letting him get the crit. I'll take it with Ellie. There we go. Yare yare desu. And get everyone their levels up to 65. Okay, so shield and axe are getting really close to level 3. Looking forward to seeing them. Yeah, we pulled it off. Somehow. Come on, we're the best in the business. Never stood a chance. I recognize a bluff when I hear one. Wait, don't start breathing easy just yet. Bing bong. Oh no, there's more of them. These ones are blue. Couldn't even keep the first one down. And now there's more? These fiends, they must be members of the undead. Permanently vanquishing them might not be possible with the weapons and arts we currently have at our disposal. Because fucking... this was never a problem before. That can't be. Damn, what a pain in my ass. Well, we better find out how to take them down with what we've got. Or else. Pull back for now, Reese. Just stay between us and we'll make sure to keep you safe no matter what... Actually, that won't be necessary. Yep. Huh? Fly. Infinity Sparrows. I know that. I remember that move. It was an alright move. What? The hell? She eliminated those fiends in no more than a few seconds. And now for the final touch. All-knowing. Huh. She's purifying them. Thanks, Reese. Lloyd, that magic circle just now. Yeah, it was like the one Father Kevin used at the Altair launch. Reese, does this mean you're... I take that to mean you didn't tell them about my true identity, Ellie? No, I've kept quiet about it. Didn't seem like the kind of information I should share. I appreciate that. I believe the Archbishop already has his suspicions about this, but the truth is I belong to a secret order within the church. The Grossritter. It's a sect within the Congregation for the Sacraments, tasked with the collection of artifacts. The Grossritter? That's the same order Father Kevin belongs to. You must be referring to Kevin Graham, correct? It just so happens that I'm one of the squires working under him. The original plan was for him to come to Crossbell and conduct an investigation into what's going on behind the scenes, but the Archbishop would have never allowed him to set foot in the cathedral, so I came in his place. I do recall him mentioning the Archbishop's vendetta. That would explain why you're here. The situation with the Moon Temple is just one of the many things you're delving into. Man, though, sounds like the church ain't such a big happy family behind the stained glass. No, shameful as it is to admit. I'm going to make my way into the belfry to continue my investigation. If you'd like to know more, then I invite you to follow me. I'd be interested in hearing your thoughts on things as well. This sounds like a wise course of action. The longer we remain here, the greater our possibility of encountering another fiend. Agreed. Let's head to the belfry. Should we not, like, put a scratch in that ring, or in the summoning circle, to make it so it don't work no more? This must be the bell that was mentioned in the report. It almost looks identical to the one in Central Square. The bell's resonance produces an otherworldly aura of sorts that surrounds the entire temple. That would seem to be the cause of the spirits we encountered. Last time Randy, Noel, and I were able to stop it from ringing by force, and it wasn't easy. Doing so caused that peculiar aura to disappear, but think back on it, something doesn't add up. What if we did that and things got worse? I mean, hey, it's worth a try, right? Like, what could possibly go wrong? Good old Fairly Odd Parents. What could possibly go wrong? Right, how would a bell this huge even start ringing by itself in the first place? Maybe someone did it on purpose after all. Perhaps. Intentional or not, let's not wait around for it to start summoning even more fiends. We summon Burn? What? Nah, he's cool. It's fine. No problems. We can talk about this more after we stop the bell from resonating. Randy? Wazzy? Mind helping me out? I hate to get my hands dirty, but if you insist, brute force it is. Stop complaining and get to it. Please, wait. Physical contact is far from the safest course of action here. Step away from the bell if you would. What? Magic the bell not supposed to ring. Between the Forgotten Phantasm. Okay, so what we need to do is we need to get some pillows, put them inside the bell, duct tape them in, that way it can't ring. That should suffice. Reese, did you just... Yes, I used a technique passed down in the church to seal away the magic. Supporting that, the presence of the higher elements has vanished from the surrounding area. It's safe to assume the fiends have disappeared along with it. Not to mention our time in the spotlight. Not batteries. Oh, I wouldn't say that. You're the reason I managed to get this far. And for that, you have my deepest gratitude. Thank you, everyone. I believe this should conclude our investigation into the fiends. It's been a pleasure, Reese. Bailed us out a lot today. I'll say. Besides, for a cutie like you, sister, I'd have gone to Ghana and back. I, appreciate that? Why do I bother? You tried. Pay him no mind, Reese. This one has trouble knowing when to keep his mouth shut. Changing the subject, shall we accompany Reese back to the cathedral? That shouldn't be a problem. Yesterday's mobile isn't parked too far away. We wouldn't want to impose, though. What do you think, Reese? It would be rude of me to pass up such a kind offer. Not to mention I've worked up quite an appetite. The sooner I can get back to Sister Juju's cookies, the better. And we better not waste any time. Let's go. Sister Juju? Tacking the power of Juju? I remember playing that game way back in the day. Oh, hold up. Well, okay. The Grossritter in the special support section. Now there's an amusing collaboration. They didn't do half bad in our fun little game of Pom Party yesterday either. No plans complete without some key players. But just how much will they figure into ours, I wonder? I always love having something new to look forward to. Try not to slip up, everyone. Pyong. Okay. Afterward, the SS escorted Reese back to Crossbell Cathedral in their robo car. Thank you for going out of your way to drive me back, everyone. was such a smooth ride that I couldn't help but enjoy myself. Glad to hear it. By the way, Reese, not to pry, but have you told anyone at the cathedral that you're in the Grosritter? Strictly speaking, no. That said, I'm sure Archbishop Aralda has his suspicions. As long as I keep a low profile, I should be fine. Sounds like being in the church ain't all sunshine and rainbows. Keep yourself safe, okay, Reese? And try not to stress yourself out too much. Your lovely complexion will thank you for it. Of course, you don't have anything to be concerned about. If I ever need another helping hand, I'll be sure to let you know. Same here. Cool. So Reese got to keep her frickin' endgame equipment and power level from Sky the Third, but where the hell? Come on. What the hell, guys? Alright, we should get going ourselves. Roger that. Dark side of the moon. I want to actually go back to... Are you serious? You're making... Like, let me go to... See, I need to go back to the moon temple because it seemed like there was something on the floor of the boss room. It looked like the boss actually, like, physically dropped something. So I need to go confirm with mine own eyes whether or not that is, in fact, the case. Because it wouldn't surprise me. Games like Trails games would not surprise me if they did some bullcocky like that. Okay, I literally can't go back. Okay, so I guess not. Or potentially so, but I just can't access the place again. We'll have to go check later. Okay, so that was not... Once again, still looking for the... Still looking for the likeness of... I'm specifically looking for the third doll is outside the city, where one stands with their back bathed in the goddess's shining visage. Where the ever-living crap is like a thing for this? Shining visage is a goddess. It makes me think the church, but the church doesn't seem to be the place. I said, we've got the party. She totally ignored me. It doesn't help that I was drinking either. She probably thinks I'm just a dumb drunk. Now go back and meet the mate from last night. I beat his ass 100 times over. Who was hating? Why else did you ignore me? Okay, was there any other place to explore in the mines? What did you say you thought? I thought it was going to be by the church, potentially, or on Means Mountain Path. And then I was like, oh, maybe the Moon Temple, but the Moon Temple also didn't pan out. Car Freak Volume 1 making a pit stop for the barrel. Charming paintwork. Cool. The book was... It is in the church grounds tonight? Oh, it is? Okay, well, then... I guess I just didn't walk in the right spot? Okay. Well, good. See, there's a level of me that I'm like, good to know that I was like right initially, but also kind of annoyed that I got it right immediately but couldn't find it in the right spot. You ever have annoyances like that? Where you're like, damn it, I was right, but somehow I just wasn't like 100% right, or like couldn't figure out how I was right. Well, it was acting creepy as all hell yesterday. He kept trying to talk to me for one, and then he invited me for a drink. It was annoying, so I ignored him. Now he's just being all mopey about it. How hopeless can one guy be? What a pain in my asshole. Yeah, so you should see how annoying he was. This is why I hate drunks. Yeah, as long as it's not the Oasis. Yeah. As long as it's not the Oasis again, or having to go back to go back to the city or wherever it was. The long walks in Vesperia. Okay. So, with my back to the thing's visage. So maybe it's hidden, because it didn't seem like it was by the... Didn't seem like it was in the graveyard, because I came over... Oh yeah, I forgot to redo this event again. From when I previously did a last stream. There was a quest where it only told you where you had to find a chicken or something. Yeah, because it doesn't seem like... Yeah, it doesn't seem like it's here. Guy, what's up, bro? I messed it up. The chicken went to a different location. Ah, okay, that sucks. So it's not here, seemingly. So if it's in the church area, that makes me think it would have to be either in the church physically, because you can't go in here, or with my back to it. Right, with my back to it. So, is it? I'm also looking for a trunk, right? So, it has to be a place where a trunk can fit. In the pews? No. Okay. I'm a habit-stained deer, excuse my tardiness. Tripped and fell on my way back to the cathedral. I would never have guessed to be clumsy. I know you're young, but do take care not to overextend. Of course, thank you for your concern. I think I are going to get changed. No one gets by Sister Marble. I wouldn't be surprised if she knew exactly what happened. You're not going to see it. Yeah, I know I'm not going to see it, which is why I'm going around and just mashing X on everything. Okay. Ah, here you are, you fuck. No? Because that's the goddess's visage. Precocania, my spies, complex. So you don't actually, I feel like you don't really see the goddesses. Like, you usually just see the freaking chalice. Okay. Shut up, I don't want to talk to you. You bastard. This is why I fucking... Like, I like the idea of the Fam Thief B quest lines, but they always fucking suck. There's always one clue that's like, oh, hey, remember those stupid fucking pipes on the back of one freaking building in Elevator City? Fucking... Or an Escalator City? Fucking remember that? Yeah, go to those random pipes that you probably never would have fucking noticed. Talk to those. Where the legitimate fuck is it? This is so garbanzo. Oh, do fucking. Is there something you require me? There's a sermon you're after. I can make it in time for. Sorry, that's not the visage. Yeah, I got maybe the man chart. Yeah, okay. No, you're here today. Family Beast card meant to the goddess's shining visage. Okay, that's the one visage that's shining. Fuck, it's killing me. Literally, all the others are go to a place, talk to the place, not go talk to a person in the place. What, like, legitimately? What the fuck? Maybe that was referring to because I don't remember in any of the other games did you ever have to talk to a human. Around like 20 times, said you wouldn't see it. I know, but I wouldn't see it, but that doesn't mean like you can't see the one beneath Sergey's desk. It's in his desk and it's hidden by the camera. Like, you can't see it, so I figured I was gonna have to talk to a place to fucking pull it out from the hidden area. Not, hey, talk to fucking old dude Magoo up here. Probably gonna pull it out from behind his podium. By the time in CS where it was under the crate, you need permission. But wasn't that like you figured it was under the crate already and it was only after you looked at it that you talked to people? You can't just shove him out of the way. Fucking, I feel like we should. He's old. Doesn't deserve to be standing. That doesn't even make sense. And that's also awfully aggressive. You geriatric fool, stay on the ground where you deserve to be. Stop hating on Kevin. Maybe that was referring to the stained glass window, yeah. Would you make the one who stands with their back bathed? Damn it, I thought literally I was gonna have my back bathed, not fucking talk to a person who does. Okay. I understand what's going on right now, but if you have business with me, I must ask that you state it clearly. Right, sorry about that. Actually, could you do us a favor and check under the pulpit? Why would I do that? I don't know, because it takes you no fucking time at all, you old codgety dick. Like, literally, why is it not like, just like, lean back a little and put your vision down. Like, look at you. You're already standing backwards from it. No, don't fret. We aren't up to anything suspicious. As explained their mission, after which Archbishop searched under the pulpit. There it is. Card is affixed to the backside of the trunk. And how was this stuck under there? You were literally standing there for a long time. How'd you not notice? Fourth cage lies outside the city. Find the road of iron that snakes under the skirt of the western ramparts. Find the road of iron, so railroad, that snakes under the skirt of the western ramparts. Okay. It must be Miss Doll. Belle loves this one. But I'll bet she does. At any rate, that brings us up to $3. Just when did that get there? They do leave for business for on occasion, but never long enough for someone to do this. Cause works in mysterious ways? Back to the card. This clue is as perplexing as the rest. We can interpret the ramparts to be some sort of defensive structure. If we include the western part in that, we get the defensive structure in the west. That's one interpretation, at least. There's also the road of iron that snakes under the skirt. Yeah, I don't have any idea what that means. Another figure of speech, I imagine. That's a safe assumption. Alright, let's take this trunk with us and begin our search for the next one. And believe me, I've heard of his exploits before, but he sounds like quite the scoundrel. As a faithful servant like us, I cannot forgive such insolence. Do whatever it takes to bring this man to justice. We'll try our best. See, the thing is, we're not even chasing after Fan Thief B. The fact that we're already looking at his clues means that we're behind. We're not catching him. Okay, so obviously it's like, hey, go to the railroad by the western structure. Yeah. Yes, I need to kind of like look down there, I presume. And Douglas. Actually, you know. You mentioned we tested the other time. Yeah, okay. Decided last minute need to be of security. Okay. So can I go down there, or is that a... Yeah, okay. Okay. Cool. See, I didn't really explore this area the first time. We should avoid walking on the tracks if we can help it. Let's turn back. Should avoid walking on the tracks. Okay, bitch. Just... Here we go. Dork makes friends with all the other Lovelaces. Alright, love Valdi. Yeah, right? Valdi's great. How does he even get here? The clue on the card said the road of iron that snakes under the skirt of the western ramparts. This one easy. See, right? Like, when it's clearly like this, I'm able to get them. Because it's like, hey, look at the thing. Or, this is probably the most success I've had with a Fan Thief B on my own in terms of mentally figuring out where they should be. Baldy, you basically just hack the enemy spots. Yeah. So the Iron Road was the freight line, and the western ramparts were referring to Bellegarde Gate. Anyway, this isn't really an ideal place to pop that trunk open. Why don't we take it to the platform on the other side? Good idea. Let's be careful moving it over. Have you done Alexandra's Ascension quest yet? Car is affixed to the backside of the trunk. The final cage lies within the city, in the soaring structure. Descend from the summit of 16 by 21 and scour the vista of windows to another world. So go to the basement, level 5, because 16 minus 21 is... Basement is 5, so go basement 5, windows to another world, the digital world. Digimon, digital monsters, Digimon are the champions. Change into digital champions to save the digital world. There we go. Had to do it. Yep. Nice. Yeah, no, I really like Alexandria's like Ascension quest, because it's literally like this child is the one That fucked over my... that fucked over my colony? Really? Like, it's just absolute disbelief that Valdi is in any way, shape, or form capable. Even though he was not even trying to be. Valdi's got the tech, exactly. This is one Belzell, sure, I'm sure of it. That makes 4 out of 5, right? And all that remains is the final cage mentioned on the card. A soaring structure in the city. Has to be talking about someplace tall, right? Wouldn't that be Orcus Tower? I believe Orcus Tower stands at 40 stories above ground. If the summit in question here is set 16, then perhaps it's talking about somewhere else. There's also the matter of descending from 16 by 21. Doesn't sound possible. That's probably the key to solving this riddle, then. We have that vista of windows to another world bit to consider, too. Yet again, it's some sort of metaphor. Let's look around the city and see if anything matches up with this clip. Okay, yeah, no. So this one is by and far the easiest Blue Blanc quest line between all the games I've played. Does Anya's have an equivalent to Valdi? Just someone who's surprisingly surprising. Anya's. Oh, does Agnes? Oh, literally because I was reading Anya's in the books. Agnes. Surprisingly surprising. I'm trying to think. There's none really spring to mind. Just being like odd. Yeah, you're thinking PD. Because I mean, like the oddest one, I guess, would probably be Fiona, because she's the least like all the other ones. But yeah, there aren't like very many like weirdos or like super surprising Agnes ones. Yeah. But okay, let's where's my car? Where's my car? There's my car. Fiona or Alexander. Yeah, like they're the weirdest ones, but even then, like, they're not that weird. Like that, I think that's the thing, right? Like, Valdi is just out there comparatively. Because like the thing is, and even like his quest lines are literally just like, yeah, he's basically the colony leader in name only. He doesn't really run the colony. Everyone just likes him, and he's kind of like the center force of it, but it's his like vice commander that's really doing everything. Okay, so let's go over to the IBC. Don't know why I didn't just port there. Actually, how much do I have? Got quite a bit of service, so I might be able to. Actually, I think the next one's 600 for TL. 5. Kamaravi is interesting, but only really in the interesting. Yeah, and also, like, he is literally just meant to be an Agnes version of Ethel. That is literally what he is. But yeah, cool. Just right there. You guys didn't notice? Hey, look who it is. Nice to see you. It's been a while. You remember us? Both of you members of the IBC Technology Department, Clay and David, I believe. Good to see you again, too. You guys seem very busy. You know, it is the Overnights are really taking off, so our system administration work is piled up big time. We don't follow Maribel's instructions to the letter, we'll be in for a real thrashing. I see you reporting to Bell made as difficult as ever. Good luck, you two. Thanks, we're gonna need it. Oh yeah, Lady Maribel, you guys on the hunt for stolen dolls, right? Fingers crossed they turn up soon. You fucking... There it is, the final trunk. The soaring structure descended from the summit of 16 by 21 and scoured the vista of windows to another world. Descending from the 16th story of the IBC building to the 5th basement level makes a difference of 21 total floors. The vista of windows to another world must refer to these terminal monitors tracking data from the orbital network. Going by that logic, this is the only spot that made sense. Let's take a look inside. This doll's name is Alice. It's Belle's favorite out of her entire collection. There isn't a card on the back like the others. This must be the end of her scavenger hunt. That's the end of that, then. Finally, I'm exhausted. Huh? The heck was that? What's going on over here? Sounds like we got some new ore mail in. Hold up. Is that one of Lady Maribel's dolls? Yeah, sitting right here. How did you guys not see it? My concern lies more in the timing of that orbital mail. May I take a look? Something about this gives me the shivers, so be our guest. Be our guest, be our guest, be our very special guest. Oh. Oi. Ahoy. Hey, fellas. I'm gonna break your kneecaps. Copyright infringement, bitches. Click, clack, click, clack. What's wrong, Tia? The one who sent this message was Phantom Thief B. Phantom Thief Beta. What? The guy himself? You're kidding. Well, how and from where? Would you mind opening it, Tia? Roger. Phantom Thief B, subject undefined, to the lovely ladies and gentlemen of the special support section. First, allow me to express my gratitude for the entertainment you've provided thus far. Next, my sincerest apologies to the owner of these dolls, Miss Maribel Croyce, as well as their creator, Meister Jorg, for my dastardly impropriety. Nevertheless, rest assured that I took the utmost care not to damage these beautiful works of art while they were in my possession. With that, I will soon be excusing myself from these lands. Thank you once again, and farewell, Special Support Section. I have some children to go bother and fight over in a country just a bit away. It's fine. I, Phantom Thief Blue Block, Enforcer number 10 of the Society of Ouroboros, await your continued growth with bated breath. May the goddess visit good fortune upon you. How kind of him to literally just say that he is also Enforcer number 10. P.S. This orb mail will be automatically deleted and is thus impossible to save or trace. I suggest you not bother trying. Phantom Thief B, excuse me, I'll just take my phone out. Picture. Wait, was that the CS2 PT? BP, B class, Phantom B class? I believe the Phantom Thief B quest in CS2 was the Imposter quest, where you and Fee have to suss out who is, like, not really the person. Was it just that one? I think so. I don't think there are any find the clue ones. If they were, I certainly don't remember them. Because I don't remember a Phantom Thief B quest in that form in 2 or in 4. There wasn't a search? Yeah, I don't remember. Wait. What? Is he serious? You'd think someone like him would choose a more theatrical way to let the cat out of the bag. Who'd have thought that everyone's favorite Phantom Thief was actually an enforcer for Ouroboros? Well, anyone that's played the previous trilogy, but, you know. Come to think of it, he did hint at being acquainted with Ren. Rosenberg Roundup in CS4. Oh, yeah, okay, yeah, I remember that one. See, the thing is, I didn't associate that with Phantom Thief B because it was the dolls, and you fight them at the end. Like, because there's a combat at the end, I didn't think that it was one of his quests. I do remember going to get him, because that's the one that you start in Olivier's hometown. That's the first one, up in the second story building. It was mentioned at some point that Belle ass-beated it. Okay, that was why. Oh wait, Tio, is there any way we can print that message out? Yeah, there has to be some sort of clue we can glean from it. I'm making an attempt, but it isn't exactly going well. Mail's source code has been slowly deleting itself since the moment it was opened. Fortunately, no other terminals have been affected. Recovering the message, however, will not be possible. Well, shoot. Burger Boy really covered his bases there. That reminds me. We also know diddly squat about the hacker who trapped us in the geofront yesterday. Good point. Between that hacking incident and this orb mail, there's obviously a cut above when it comes to their tech. I'm not sure I fully understand what's happening right now. Wait a sec, Clay. We have to verify this breach didn't impact any of our data. Oh, yeah, he could have left a virus on our system. Sorry, guys, we need to get back to work. Well, at the end of the day, we did manage to recover all of the missing Rosenberg dolls. Let's go return them to Maribel. Yes, let's. The challenge was for us to deduce which classmate had been taken, and we were able to reason our way to the answer like the A+ students we are. First notebook. Wow, Reen. Smug much? Yeah. Bold of you claim that you're all A+ students. Especially given that they left it to you and Fee. Fee doesn't place especially well, I think, on the tests, if I remember correctly. But yeah, so that I did remember that was the Fan Thief B one in CS2, because I remember really liking that quest. Like, it was really neat. Like, being like, okay, who is the imposter Amogus? I think I get the gist of things now. So, what a shock it is to learn that the legendary Fan Thief B is a member of Ouroboros. If that's true, it's no wonder he's eluded the authorities for as long as he has. And here I was planning to punish him so severely he'd wish he'd never been born. It's ironic given CS4. I'd be scared shitless in his shoes. I'm sorry, Maribel. We wanted to capture him just as much as you did. On the bright side, we did manage to bring your dolls back. SS handed over the 5 trunks containing the Rosenberg dolls to Maribel. That's a lot of trunks for her to just suddenly hold. Welcome home, Alice, Kanon, Lite, Mistel, and Sharon. Very well. I have no complaints or further comments at this time. All that matters is that my precious Rosenberg dolls have returned to me, safe and sound. Fan Thief B intend to keep those little ladies in one piece from the start, if it's any consolation. Strangely enough, choosing Emma will still give you 1 AP. Must be the next best guess. Yeah, because isn't it Machias is max, then it's Emma is 1. Yeah. After all, he went through the trouble of securing them in those trunks and tucking them out of harm's way. That is a lot of work to come to think of it. Though they would have been better off had he not stolen them in the first place. That's definitely true. Clearly, we'll have to further improve the IBC's safety protocols to ensure this never happens again. Our security department will be working harder than ever before once I'm through with them. You, however, were a tremendous help, SSS. They could learn a few things from you. Don't even mention it, Belle. That's what friends are for. Wait, last time this happened. No, it couldn't be. Is something wrong, Lloyd? And just what are those lecherous eyes of yours doing pointing at me? Let me explain. When we solved our first Fan Thief B case, it turned out that he had disguised himself as the client. Holy smokes, I forgot about all that. What are you implying, Lloyd? Let me be as clear as I can. Are you the real Maribel Crook? Come now, Lloyd. Just where do you find the gall to accuse me so crassly? And after all the genuine gratitude I've shown you. I'm sorry. There's no mistaking it. This is the real Maribel. Lloyd. Not quite the brilliant deduction he was aiming for, was it? I like how Randy was totally supportive. He was like, yo, shit, Lloyd, you got something. It's just like, I'm gonna fucking hold you up by your goddamn collar, you fuck. How dare you? Never learned the others went to the first floor and returned their authorization card to the reception desk. Doll map. Good. Took care of that. Let's save that. Detective, what's the last quest? So it's just inspection. We are in need of additional train. Going on the train. If I remember right, I remember being told that there was a very fun train quest in this game. So I'm looking forward to it. Now, what I do want to do is I do want before the train quest, because I don't know if it will result in combat. You were told correctly. Okay, good. I don't know if it will result in combat. The previous train quest didn't. But I do want to get a little bit of CP in my pockets prior to nope. Prior to doing this. Okay. It's like, if you're going into any combat and Randy can't S-craft, what the hell are you doing? He should always be S-craftable. He should always be a craftable lad. Okay, so let's go to the SSS building and hand in the quest we do have, because hey, maybe we have enough to get to the next level. 91. There we go. true gladiator headband. Love it. Bonus get transferred immediately. Cool. See, that might be worth it. Strength plus 25, defense minus 25, CP gain up. See, I like having the team rush chance up, though. That's the annoying part. Like, that is the... yeah. And he's actually the item master in our real. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, I'll give him the CP plus up. And let's come over here, rest in the car, because I need to go get the next book of the series over in Armorica. I need to talk to Alfred at the Ash Tree Inn. Hey, what's going on, bro? This is not more convenient. It's just when I've been doing nothing. I ought to get to work. Brr. Yo, what's up, Alfred? Derek. My father, the chief, will reject any proposal I bring him. He won't even entertain the idea of budging on the issue. So you just rouse off the same old adages over and over again. This is how the village should be. Don't lose sight of reality. If we keep on clinging blindly to that mentality, our market will slowly and quietly fall apart around us. I'm at my wit's end here. Earlier I was checking out a book on the sale, so about the latest volume of an ongoing series I've been reading. It wasn't until after I realized I'd somehow missed a chapter. I don't want to spoil myself, so would you mind taking this off my hands? Thanks, bro. Okay. Oh yeah, and I also need to go back to the police station to give the memory cords to them. Sunshine Anyas. June gave way to July. On the fourth of the month, Edwin Arnold was set to attend his first ever press conference as an assistant to the higher-ups of the political column that is. The contentious inheritance of Weber Hart had been a matter of great public interest since the great intellectual's sudden passing 1 month prior, and his closest living heir, his adopted son, died at sea shortly after Hart's own death. Edwin knows he pedaled his bike. Just ahead is the Cromwell Street Hill. Today is the day. I'll reach the top without stopping even once, he shouted with his trademark enthusiasm. Hart's best friend and the chairman of the board are both laying claim to the inheritance. However, there are rumors that the son's death was perpetrated by the two men themselves. Edwin's breathing grew ragged. That's a pretty common plot. Still, could the rumor be true? Heck if I know, muttered Anyas, watching the scenery go by. She was sitting behind Edwin on the luggage rack. The bike's vibration shook both her and the insulated bag in her arms. As it happened, there were many coffee lovers at the Eaton News, including Ed's boss, Brandon. Anyas delivered Uncle's artisanal blend there once a week. The catering service was little more than a hobby for Anyas, but she tolerated it well enough. The fact that Edwin insisted on escorting her during deliveries, however, was just a bit bothersome. So Ed, you still hoping to land that cooking column? She asked. Yeah. So to do one next month, so I'm putting together a new article. Gotta write about whatever's in season after all. A righteous reporter getting a star from a cooking column, mused Anyas. Being with Edwin like this put her at ease. As she fussed over her hair, which was fluttering in the wind atop her head, the perennially drowsy Kagamaru let out yet another yawn. You just don't get it, do you, Edwin tisked. There was no shame in a cooking column. I'd be helping my readers spice up their dinner tables. Marika can make even one person's life easier. Edwin began pedaling up the hill with all of his might. Who says there isn't justice in that too? He roared. The bicycle crusted over the hill, letting gravity pull it over to the other side before propelling effortlessly down the slope. Anyas let out an astonished yelp, only for it to be drowned out by Ed's joyous cries as he picked up speed. They continued on and on, riding the rushing wind. This exhilaration Ed's feeling must be his reward for working so hard, thought Anyas. She clutched her knit hat to her head to keep it from flying off and laughed at herself for being so shocked. Ed was always looking ahead. He was always chasing after his ambitions with that one-track mind of his, sometimes to the point where it annoyed her. About what you said back there. Huh? Sorry, I can't hear you. Anyas raised her voice to yell over the wind. That rumor about Mr. Hart's heir being killed for the inheritance. Someone might have done it if they thought for sure they wouldn't get caught. Edwin nodded several times in sage understanding. Got it. I'll ask about that in today's interview. Jeez, and where's that gonna get you? Ed was as dense and simple as they come, but that was also the reason Anyas felt so at ease around him. The reason they got along so well, because he was dumb. She made sure he wasn't looking before grinning widely in a way she'd never shown anyone before. Today, Edwin had made another step toward adulthood. He might stumble and make a fool of himself, but she knew he would keep pushing forward like always. She only wished she could be there to watch it herself. Anyas, what? If something ever happens, call me, okay? I'm a righteous reporter, after all, yelled Edwin. His laughter echoed across the clear blue sky. Okay, so Anyas is alluding that she will have to leave soon, I guess? That's sad. Yeah, see, it's it's interesting because, like, I'm reading all these books now, and, like, ever since reading them in Sky, it's like, okay, I'm finally able to start seeing, like, where they kind of show up later. Like, reading the Toval storyline, reading the Gambler Jack, and getting the mini game in Sky the Third and stuff. And now it's like, okay, Sunshine Anya's, and it's like, I know one of the females in Kuro is named Anyas. And it's like, is this book about her? I would imagine somehow so. Or at least somehow based on it. But then I'm thinking, additionally, it's like, okay, once I get around to replaying the, replaying Cold Steel 1 through 4 casually, like just on my own time before Reverie comes out, I'm gonna obviously read those books, and I'm hopefully gonna see some connections going forward from there. Oh, that was there. I thought it was a book on the shelf. Okay. So I need to go to Station Street. Here we are, Crossbell Station. One of the inspection officers here sent us a request, right? Yeah, let's see if we can find him. Okay, good. So the next book is next chapter. Okay, good. So I don't have to worry about that just yet. Water, everyone hydrate. God, it is getting warm. Like, it's supposed to be like in the 80s this week, which is like disgusting. Because like, last week it was in like the 30s. It's going too high, too fast, and I despise it. Okay, so we choose a Crossbell Station. The Imperial Army will be assisting with the railway platform security for the duration of the trade conference. We appreciate your understanding during these structure inspections. You? They're going with private trainers under strict watch by the Imperial Army over on Platform 3. Shouldn't mind if you just take a look, but try to make sure not get too close. Had an Erebonian business trip. Can't say I'm not curious about the trade conference, but I'm sure they're right all about in the Imperial Chronicle. Sorry, could you please just give me a moment? Crossbell Station currently conducting inspections in accordance with Zemirian Railroad Corporation bylaws. Any passengers departing for Erebonia or Calvard must fill out a traveler entry form and present it to an inspection officer. Hey, we're in a special support section for our checks. Yeah, we are. We received your support request and came to inquire for more details. You're an inspection officer from Calvard, correct? Yes, I am. My name is Marla. I was transferred from the Republican Army. I'd like to start get started right away, Dave, and should be able to accept my request. Sure. We'd be glad to lend a hand. Thank you, allow me to bring you up to speed. It's rather simple, actually. This request only consists of one task. You'll be assisting me with conducting an inspection on a train bound for Calvard. Oh, well, that's a coincidence. The inspection officer had us lend a hand with that one, so we should be able to manage. We just have to check to see if there are any suspicious people or items on board, right? Precisely. Your inspection matter will make this much easier. Keep in mind that security is currently much stricter across the sea and larger trade conference. Not only is our inspection process more rigorous than usual, we're also expected to cooperate with the police department. Simply don't have enough inspectors to handle the increased workload right now, hence my request. Next train to Calvert is now arriving at Platform 1. Please watch your step as you make your way to the platform. That's our train. I'll give you all the details once we're on the platform. Inspection on the rails. On the rails again. Oh, come on, baby, we're on the rails again. Oh, look at that. It's Big Red Train. We know that train. It's the Isongraph, a train used exclusively by the Imperial government. Its regal design is almost a symbol of the Empire in and of itself. There's certainly something very Imperial about it. Well, the blood known Chancellor did arrive on that circus on rails. That cocky bastard sure loves to stand out. It's damn impressive, I'll give it that. I'm willing to bet they didn't spare a single mirror building it either. Yes, and its appearance is far from its only impressive aspect. I hear that the Isongraph is also the fastest orbital train in existence. That claim is still unverified, however, as its exact specifications have yet to be publicly disclosed. That's still pretty impressive. I wouldn't expect any less from a nation with a railway infrastructure as robust as Erebonia's. No one else on the continent can match them in that respect. Not much is clear. The Empire is in a league of its own in more fields than one. If you're quite fresh, I would like to explain the details real quick. Sorry, we didn't mean to get distracted. Please continue. Thank you. As I mentioned before, I'd like your assistance with our inspection duties. Some of you will be examining all the passengers' entry explications and luggage. The rest will participate in safety inspection of the frame shelf. What does a safety inspection entail exactly? You'll be assisting me directly. I'll be providing a set of instructions to follow for a series of checks. So there's 6 of you in total. We'll have formed 3 pairs today. 2 to inspect the cabins and 1 to act as my helpers. Pairs? I think I remember working individually last time. Yes, that's the way it went when we assisted with the inspection earlier this year. Oh, that's right. You've done this before. Typically, 1 person would be enough, yes. Just show them around how we would need to be more than a thorough. The conference calls for stricter inspections, hence why you'll be doubling up. I see. That makes sense. Now you decide how to divide yourselves up. Now, if you're having trouble, you could always resort to rock, paper, scissors. Rock, paper, scissors? That's right. So there's no real need to put too much thought into these teams. Sooner we start, sooner we finish, which will be our best, which I'm sure will both be in our best interests. Well, in that case, I don't have any objections. What about you guys? Sounds like a good time to me, so why not? How should we decide who plays whom? I have a suggestion, actually. Everyone goes simultaneously, and if 2 people choose the same shape, they form a pair. Then repeat the process until all of you have been paired off. You seem awfully familiar with this. Huh, more or less. We divvied up our work like this to mix things up from time to time back when I worked in Catford. It's a flexible concept these stuck-up Erebonian instructors would never use. I'm not sure I'd call that attitude very flexible either. Likely boils down to the differences in their cultures. Potato, potato. I do like how they specified that potato is in fact spelt differently, so you would be inclined to pronounce it differently. Meaning that if the first, you would not, meaning that they're specifying that the first potato is in fact pronounced potato and not potato. Anyway, wanna give it a whirl? Sounds good. Alright, guys, on shoot. Fucking gotta go rock. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot! You and I are the only ones who play scissors. Both of us will form the first pair then. Leaves 3 rocks and 1 paper from the rest of us. We just keep going until we get another team. Yeah, on to round 2. Only cowards don't play rock twice. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot! Noah and I both played rock. No complaints from me. Let's give this inspection everything we have, Lloyd. That leaves us cool kids to form the 3rd team. Cool with that, Wazzy? Sure, this should be fun. Looks like we're all ready to go. How should we split up the work? Let's see. I need help moving something, so I'd appreciate some extra muscle from the men. Sounds like a job for me and Wazzy. Wonderful. Now I regret being matched up with you. Yeah, better believe I'm gonna work you too hard. Now then, so it's decided, let's proceed to our post. I want the other 2 teams to split up the passenger cabins. We've made the announcement already, so let everyone know you're assistant inspectors and you should be fine. Roger that, sir. Any Wazzy either take bribes from everyone or just let them through. That's funny. Alright, we're in charge of the last 2 cars. Looks like it gives us quite a few passengers to inspect. Right, let's give them each a good thorough checking. Okay. Hey, you fuck. What's up, bro? Excuse us, we're assistant inspectors. Sorry to trouble you, but may we check your entry papers and check your luggage. Oh my, I hope you're doing alright. I don't think he heard you. Excuse me. Ah, sorry about that. I was spacing out, wasn't I? Inspection officers, right? Please go right ahead. Thank you. This should only take a few moments. Okay, your luggage and papers are all in order. We appreciate your cooperation. Of course, no problem at all. I'm heading for my hometown in Orid State. Hope Ma's doing alright. Excuse me, we're assistant inspectors. Sorry to trouble you, but may we see your entry papers and check your luggage? Sure, go right ahead. Good luck with your inspections. Thanks. We'll be done in a jiff. Okay, your luggage and papers are all in order. Thank you for cooperation. Oh, it's only right I let you do your jobs. Thank you, boy. You're welcome. To visit my parents over in Calvert, my little girl is so eager to see her grandma and grandpa. Just look at that smile. Yay, watch out, grandma and grandpa. Here we come, and I got a knife. Gonna stab them. What? Pardon us, we're assistant inspectors. Sorry, trouble you. Maybe check your see your entry papers and check your luggage. I've been waiting for you. Go right ahead. Do your worst. Okay. Why is this guy so excited? Okay, your luggage and papers are all in order. Thank you for cooperation, but that was a really big dildo you had there. Okay. So did you know, say? This folder's full of contracts. I'm in the middle of some big negotiations right now. These bad boys are gonna make me a killing. Oh, I can't wait to get these signed, sealed, and delivered. Oh, how about that? I hope it goes well. So that's what the enthusiasm was about. You just wanted to show off. You can just close this business deal, be raking in the profits in no time. Can't happen soon enough. Hello, we're assistant inspectors. Sorry to trouble you, but may we see your entry papers and check your luggage? No trouble at all, go right ahead. Okay, that should do it. Your papers and luggage all check out. There's just one thing, you fucking old suspicious man, old man. Time to break your teeth, old man. Oh, was something wrong? Well, sir, there doesn't appear to be a boarding pass in your carry-on here. Care to explain? You don't see my ticket. No, that can't be. I'm absolutely positive I placed it in my bag. I can't find it. Where could it have gone? Is it in my pocket, perhaps? It's not there either. I'm sorry. Would you mind waiting just a moment? I know my ticket's around here someplace. I'll show you as soon as I can dig it out. All right. I'll give you a minute and come back. Let's continue inspecting the others. And keep an eye on him and circle back. You fucking old man. I'm gonna stab your throat. I'm not doing their inspections yet. Now's the time to disembark. Yeah? Still here? Fuck. Sorry, would you mind waiting just a moment now? Okay, yep. Watching you. Okay. Checked. Ew, you look like you have a relatively unique model. Excuse me, we're assistant inspectors. Sorry to trouble you, but maybe see your entry papers and check your luggage. You act as if you're making a request instead of a demand. Fine, go ahead. Just try to make it quick. Alright, this won't take long. Okay, your luggage and papers are all checked. Thank you for your cooperation. Your gratitude doesn't mean much when I never had a choice in the matter to begin with. Is that all? If you do me a favor and make yourself scarce. Of course, if you'll excuse us. This job is a lot more stressful than I realized. We're done here, yes? Good, then make yourself scarce. Hey, old man, you fuck! I'm sorry, yeah, you fuck. It's just that I heard the isograph is a true marvel of engineering. I can hardly contain myself. Drool. Whoops, don't aim on seeing that. Did she just start drooling just now? Pardon us, we're assistant inspectors. Can't you see I'm busy train watching? Everything you need is in the bag. Go ahead and knock yourselves out. Okay, then. Yo, she's just like that dude who really likes train watching. They're a match made in heaven. Okay, luggage and papers are all checked out. Thank you for your, cooperation. How many more minutes do we have left together, my sweet? I'm not ready to say goodbye yet. She really likes trains, doesn't she? I like trains. Oh, man. Okay. You fuck. I'm gonna keep checking just in case. Okay, I'm leaving you because I think you're the... Yeah, I think you're special. Hey, how's it going? Hi there, we're assistant inspectors. Sorry, trouble. Maybe we see your entry papers and check your luggage. Why did we have to let you get through our stuff? Hey, knock it off. There's no need to be rude to the guy. Sorry about that. My sister can be a bit of a handful. I promise you she isn't trying to be a little brat on purpose. What do you think you're calling a brat? Some older brother you are. My God. I can start, right? Yeah, I think so. Okay, luggage and papers are all in order. Thank you for your cooperation. It's fine. If anything, I should be apologizing for what my sister put you through. What the hell? If anyone should be apologizing here, it should be me for having a big fat idiot for a brother. My God, you fuck. Let's get out of here. My brother's such a dumb joke. I have the most annoying little sister in the world. You're a dead man, you old man. I'm gonna break your neck. Good day, we're assistant inspectors. This outfit. Is that man with Hayway? Can we help you? What's going on here? Excuse me, we're assistant inspectors. Sorry to trouble you, but may we see your entry papers and check your luggage? But of course, we don't mind. Fine, make it quick. Okay. Does this kid have ties to Hayway too? He seems pretty full of himself. Okay, your luggage and papers are all in order. Thank you for your cooperation. Not at all. You're very welcome. If you're done here, then take your leave. Quickly now. Right. I think that's everyone. Then we just have to check back with the elderly gentleman who couldn't find his ticket. He's in the fourth car. Right. Time to make our way back there and see if... Give me back my ticket! Lloyd. Yeah, let's go. You're not fooling me. I know for a fact that it was one of you two. Now who did it? Fess up already! Excuse me, what's going on here? That was the inspector from before. You just got here just in time, Inspector. This old fire's accusing me of steal. Old fire? Why, you no good cheeky. Everyone, please calm down. We can't sort this out until each of you gives us your side of the story. Now I get the full picture. You bought a ticket to Ored State that seed you in fourth car of this train. What's more, these two gentlemen claim to have made the exact same purchase themselves. And now that your ticket has gone missing, you're accusing one of them of stealing it. Do I have that right? Yes, exactly. There's no doubt in my mind I had that ticket on me when I walked onto the train platform. I couldn't have lost it between here and there. That doesn't make a lick of sense. The only reasonable explanation is that one of these two stole it. I understand why you'd think that, sir, but we can't jump to conclusions just yet. It's alright, it's alright. Let him believe what he wants, I say. He's just a senile old man, after all. How dare you, you little... That's enough. You two need to settle down and be rational about this. We're not going to get anywhere if you keep hurling insults at each other. Now then, I have a simple question to ask the two of you here who do have a boarding pass. What is the purpose of your journey? Business? Pleasure? We need to know that before anything else. You want to know what we're here traveling for? What does that have to do with anything? Are you going to prove my innocence with that alone? Potentially, yes. A thief can't control the destination of a stolen ticket, so their reason for traveling may be fabricated. If that were the case, the culprit could slip up and make themselves known. Oh, I see now. Yeah, that does seem possible. That's perfect. Well then, answer the last question, you fuck. Oh, I will, and gladly at that. I am a merchant, and on my way to broker some very, very important negotiations in Orid State. I have the contracts right here. My client is a business in Orid known as the Luxing Company. So tell me, what reason would I have to steal a ticket from this doddering old fogey? Grrr. All right. And what about you, sir? Well, my hometown is in Orid State. Isn't that enough of a reason to travel there? No one's saying it isn't. That didn't help much. I won't be able to come to a conclusion at this rate. This is bad. We're getting nowhere fast. Looks like it. The only option may be to hand this over to Inspector Marlowe. Sorry, but we're gonna have to ask you to wait here a while longer. The Chief Inspection Officer should be able to sort this out. Thank you for doing what you could in there, everyone. Must have been difficult, especially regarding that ticket theft argument. Don't mention it. Is there any hope of identifying the thief? Yes, I believe so. We collect information on ticket purchasers specifically for cases like these. If our inspections reveal that theft has indeed occurred, we can arrest the culprit at the next station. That's good to hear. Oh, the old guy who got robbed. He was in a hurry, so he didn't mind buying a second ticket for now. Once the thief has been identified, we'll have them reimburse the cost. That older gentleman had an unlucky break, but still, it could have been worse. True, he may not get immediate justice, but things should sort themselves out sooner rather than later. Quite right. You should be satisfied with the work you've done today. Thank you once again for your help. You're welcome. We're just glad we could make things easier for you. Don't hesitate to contact us if you ever need our assistance again. Really? That was the train quest? Is there another one later on in the game that's more interesting? 'Cause that one didn't seem all that, like, amazing. Seemed kinda... It's kinda Okay. There is, I forgot about. Okay. So, there are multiple train quests. Good to know. Detective. Okay, so what are we doing? Monster slain, inspection. Sangame. Oh, okay, so finish the quests, then go to Orcus Tower. Okay, port. Cool. Okay. And I don't believe there are likely any more hidden quests, given that there was already the one where I was with Reese, so I think I should be pretty good. We told we couldn't go to the plaza in front of Orcus Tower today. How disappointing. Sorry, but the area is closed off to the general public. The main session of the conference is later today, and what does the plaza have to do with it? Yeah, we came all the way out here for a vacation. Can't we go just a little bit? 10 to 5 minutes. Amount of time isn't the issue. People appear to be complaining about the plaza being blockaded. Yeah, it looks like they're giving poor Franz a rough time over it. Your surrounding perimeter are off limits to the general public today. As you can see, several people are complaining about the lack of communication regarding the fact. Yeah, you guys need to communicate better. Fucks. Okay, Altair Lodge. Got those. Downtown District. Got those. West Crossbow Highway. Got those. So, I think everything that I've encountered, I think I have analyzed. I think the only things that I have to worry about are the potential encounters, right? The ones that don't show up on the overworld, and you have to just get lucky with them showing up. Right, like the ones that I think I got lucky with, like the Goldaflyer and Calamaflyer. And then obviously the different Shining Palms. But I think I've done pretty darn good in looking at them, which is good. Okay, hand over fragments. See, you brought me a data fragment. I have delivered to a forensics team. I have the cult terminal data analyzed. Is that all right with you? Go right ahead. Just a moment. Page 3 of information. Oh, okay. So it. Okay, that's why. So it's. Okay, you missed one up on the second list. Page 1. Gnosis. Page 2. On the second list. Missed. Where was the third? West Crossbow. Oh, oh yeah, because I encountered the Shining Palm on West Crossbow, but I didn't get it because it ran away too quickly. I could just go get that one, but yeah. Thank you for pointing that out. Yeah, no problem. Hey, Neko Dave, how's it going, my man? Okay, show combat notebook. Hope you're doing well, fan. Oh yeah, just so you guys know, depending on my mood tomorrow, I might do a bonus stream. I might play some more Fire Emblem. Because I'm getting to a point where I kind of want to finish up Fire Emblem. That way I can do 3 streams a week of Azure. Because this game's long and I kind of want to finish it with enough space for me to have a little bit of a rest before Reverie comes out in July. Which shouldn't be too difficult, right? It's almost halfway through April at this point, but I still have May and June. And then however much of July. But I do want to be able to focus on it. Looks to me like you've been hard at work. Give it. Yep. Notebook, compensation, 1,000 meter, U material, cool. Okay. So each data one gives us a different page of it being. Okay, so I'll wait until I just basically have all of it done. Just leaving food on the table, just leaving a bowl of food on the table, you fucking heathens. Wasting food. But yeah, I hope everyone's having a grand old time today. Hope we're all playing fun games in our spare time. Excuse me, I need to take off my socks. Ugh. Oh, God. Oh, that feels great. Oh, it's so cool on my feetsies. There we go. My feetsies are so cool. Everyone remember to hydrate. Delicious. Okay. So let's progress in the game's story. It's a big tower, don't you know? I could see the tower clearly from my seat last night before landing at the airport. And yet, it appears even grander up close. That's exactly how we felt yesterday. Crossbow's really putting itself on the map with this one. Yeah, but don't you think it's a little too big? I mean, what are they even going to use all the floors for? The old City Hall buildings look like a dollhouse compared to this. And it did the job just fine. True, but the tower features more than just governmental facilities alone. In addition to housing the administrations of the city and state, there are floors dedicated to international trade and cultural exchange. You could say the aim was to make Orcus Tower the center of Western Zumeria itself. Dang, talking about shooting for the moon. Western Zumeria, you say? It makes sense when you think about it. That's why they're hosting this trade conference as their first major event. Don't forget, this building's completion is going to lead to even more financial and information capital flowing into Crossbow. That'll be a handy bargaining chip when they're discussing new trade agreements, I imagine. Yes, from what I've heard. Though the potential benefits might not be limited to just economic gain. Anyway, what do you all want to do? We're scheduled to meet Dudley on the first floor at noon. Let's go see the Dudmeister. Let's go see Doodles. Of course, but we do still have some time before then. Alright, how about we take care of any unfinished business and prep work in the meantime? You don't want to be in a bind if it hits the fan this afternoon. Good point. It's not like we'll be able to leave once the conference is underway. Very well. Let's make sure to tie up any loose ends before we enter. Okay, cool. Let's talk. Finish the day of the main conference. My nerves are starting to get the better of me. I need to calm down. I already know that, sir. Please don't make your pressure any worse than it already is. No, listen up, alright? Mind your manners, have you on the dignitaries, and don't forget to smile. One correct mistake in front of them could wind up costing any of us our job. Reporter Noticia. Wow, even all the way up close, I can barely believe my ass. I've never seen anything, not even the Tetrasilic Towers compare. Yay! You name drop the Tetrasilic Towers! I know those! Okay, actually, let me check. Yeah, I don't think I have enough Sepith to upgrade TO's slots. Even after Stargazer Tower. Because frankly, there weren't that many encounters in Stargazer Tower. Because it was, basically that dungeon was extremely truncated. Because, like, all the doors were locked. So it was actually very straightforward. If anything, I guess the only thing that I should probably do is go, like, fill up some EP on Lloyd and Ellie. But I don't really feel like I need to do that. That would probably just be a decent idea. Officer Koenig, good afternoon, SS. We're totally be participating. And hands out whenever you're ready. Good luck today, everyone. Let's work hard. Well, everyone, it's time for the trade conference that we've been hearing about since many, many years ago, all the way back in Cold Steel 1. Which is pretty crazy to think, right? Like this incident I've known about literally my entire Trails, like, career, let's say, for lack of a better term, and I'm finally getting to experience it. Because Cold Steel 1 was my starting point, and it was a thing that was mentioned as a major event in that game. Or like a major foreign event that you don't get to like see personally. The people that you have interacted with did. We're scheduled to meet up with Dudley on the first floor at noon. Are you ready, Bison? Indeed I am. We still have a little bit of time. Maybe we should head in now? Upon entering Arcus, you will be unable to buy new equipment items or upgrade your orbits. Are you ready for some high octane gameplay? Yeah, I am. Additionally, be warned that all outstanding quests will expire. Let's enter Octane Deliberations. Let's go! Let's go, let's go, let's go. Let's get in this motherfucking tower. Let's check out this shit. Wow. Yeah, Orcus Tower. Honestly, good song. Political discussions up in this biatch. Oh, stop now. I like it. Get a load of this place. It's like high-tech meets fancy living. This feels even more futuristic than the IBC building. Every floor is wired up to the orbital network as well. Dude, they got Ethernet? There's also a direct line to the IBC for instant updates on stock market prices. Hell yeah. I heard about that. Uncle Dieter insisted on it. A true economist to the end. He has banking on the brain, even as a statesman. I mean, I don't know if that should really be, like, a good thing. Like, once again, I really don't agree with him being the leader of the IBC while also being the mayor of Crossbell. Seems like a major conflict of interest, potentially. Well, what we can do now is wait for Dudley to come pick us up. The conference isn't open to the general public, so why don't we have a seat over there? Same day, 12 p.m. noon. There you are. Yeah, what's up?
ダドリーさん
Hello, Dudley.
お疲れ様です。
We're ready for our assignment.
現在正午ちょうど
It's noon sharp.
通商会議が始まるのは
Trade conference begins at 1 p.m.
あと30分もすれば首脳たちがやってくる。
As for the dignitaries, they'll be here in around 30 minutes time.
なるほど
Got it.
それで私たちの方はどちらに向かえば？
Where should we make our way for now, then, in that
本
case?
当ならば私が会場周りを軽く案内するつもりだったが
I would have preferred to familiarize you with the venue myself, but there's been a change of plans.
思わぬ人がお前たちを案内してくれると申し出てな。
I came to let you know that someone else will be showing you around.
思わぬ人
Someone else meaning...
よー諸君、よく来てくれたね。
Good day, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for coming today. Oh, good day,
ディ
ladies.
ーター市長
Mayor Croyce?
おじさま。
Uncle.
半月ぶりだね。エリー、ロイド君。
Ellie, Lloyd, how long has it been? A few weeks or so?
ワジ君にノエル君に。
Hello to you too, Wazzy and Noel.
おっと、ランディ君とティオ君は久しぶりかな。
Ah, and it's been far longer since I've seen you, Randy. T.O., welcome back.
お久しぶりっす
Appreciate it.
ご無沙汰してます。
It's good to see you again.
でもどうしておじさまが？
Yes, it is. What are you doing here?
通商会議の直前でお忙しいんじゃないんですか
Conference starts in less than an hour. Is it really okay for you to take the time out to greet us?
準備ならとっくに済ませて、あとは首脳たちを待つだけでね。
Nonsense! The preparations are just about finished. We're simply waiting for the dignitaries to arrive in the meantime.
気分転換も兼ねて、君たちを案内させてもらおうと思ったんだ。
I thought showing you around the building would make for a good break of sorts.
ダドリー君、構わないな。
I trust this is all right with you, Dudley.
市長がそうおっしゃるなら。
As you say, Mr. Mayor.
お前たち、くれぐれも市長に失礼のないように。
See to it that you don't do anything to embarrass yourself in front of him.
それと、一通り案内されたら、34階の警備対策室に来い。
Once you're done, come to the security command room on the 34th floor.
了解しました
Understood. Will do, brosif. Yeah. Oh, shoulder cracks. Shoulder crack, oh baby, it's a shoulder crack. Bum 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 bum. Oh god, my shoulders are cracking loud. I'm gonna have a goddamn time. I'm not good at freestyle. Don't ask me to. Please. Understood.
では市長、また後ほど。
All yours, Mr. Mayor. I'll see the rest of you soon.
あ、よろしく頼むよ。
You have my gratitude. See you later, dude with glasses.
有能な捜査官だが、少し融通が利かないところがあるな。
He's a talented detective, but a little inflexible, isn't he?
彼の職分からすると、それもまた美徳なのだ。
Though perhaps it's that particular quality that makes him so good at his work.
まあ鬼の捜査一課としての威厳もあるんだろうから
The
ね
First Division does have a reputation for doing things by the book, after all.
おっと、肝心なことを言い忘れているな。
Ah, where are my manners? I forgot the most essential of all tour procedures.
支援課の諸君、オルキスタワーへようこそ。
Ladies and gentlemen of the SSS, welcome to Orcus Tower!
さあ、ついてきたまえ。
Follow me if you would. It's time to get these bitches.
相変わらずだな
Same as our.
さすがマリアベルさんのお父さんなだけはありますね。
Yes, and the apple we call Maribel didn't fall far from his tree.
まあせっかく案内してくださるみたいだし。
Maybe, but it is nice of him to show us around personally before the conference.
ああお言葉に甘えるか
It sure is. Let's take him up on his offer. In just 1 hour, the main session of the conference will finally begin. I'll be down here handling communications between city officials during the proceedings. Thing is, I'm a tad nervous. This whole event is going to be a lot of responsibility. However, there's an Orcus Tower reception desk. The security command room upstairs is to us to help you with whatever you may need. So please let us know of your assistance in any way. You're on First Division attached to the management and operation of Orcus Tower. In other words, it was our duty to see that the conference and waiting rooms for today were fully prepared. Things have been hectic for a while, but we finally managed to finish up a bit ago. So Miracor is going to show you personally, huh? He's really taking a shine in the SSS. Thibodeau? How is this name meant to be pronounced? Thibodeau? Thibodeau? Dimmadome? Owner and proprietor of the Dugsdale Dimmadome? Or Dimsdale Dimmadome? Doug Dimmadome? Dimmadarn? And again, there's a reason people say you guys are his favorite division of the police. I don't know if I go that far. Hey, don't get me wrong, it's not that I'm bitter or anything. Sorry if it came out that way, though. Thibodeau. Officer Thibodeau. Truth be told, I like you guys too. I'll be rooting for you, SSS. Our duties today may be different, but I'm glad we have the chance to work together like this. Thank you for saying so. We've seen that in only half a year. We have gone from zeros to heroes. He was a 0, now he's a hotshot. He is a hero. Zero to hero in no time flat. Zero to hero, just like that. When he smiled, the girls went wild. Then he slapped his face on every race. That's every boss. Oh god, fucking I love Disney's Hercules. Like, dude, that was probably one of my favorite like older animated ones. Man, it's so good. So you're here, such a good track. Man, I haven't employed with the same name. That's okay, interesting. It would seem that in only half a year we commented here. It's so good despite the multi. Yeah, I mean, just literally the basic where it's Greek god names, but Hercules is the main character. But I mean, like, gonna be real, Hercules does sound better than Heracles. But yeah, no, it's so good. Now, I'm not saying it has the best soundtrack. I think that one has to go to like Tarzan, because like Phil Collins rocked it. In Tarzan, like, you can't tell me Son of Man isn't like one of the best songs just ever. Like, it is that good. And like, I feel like overall, probably like Mulan probably has like a better soundtrack than Hercules. But then there are other like ones that are like real standout. That's like, oh yeah, look, Phil Collins destroyed that soundtrack with a set of tops. Like, dude, he did such good work with that soundtrack. Like, not even fair. We are easily appeased. It's like when you see a video, it's like, this person did not need to go this hard with this soundtrack. And it's like, oh god, I saw a post where it was an Insta. It was, oh yeah, they were talking, it was like, oh, Rare with like Banjo-Kazooie's song, and it's like, hey man, you don't need to go too hard, just want a little bit of like a country-esque song, and it's like, oh, really? Excuse me while I just go really hard. Seen that only, yeah. It was like just yesterday when the force was calling us bargain bin bracers and sideshow monkeys. Did they really? I guess infighting just one of those things every organization has to deal with. Yeah, some people really had it out for you back then. Don't let it get to you though. No one's stubborn enough to keep saying those things now. But enough about that. Let's all work hard and do our best today, yeah? Insert burning piano meme. Psh. Do I hear Giorno Giovanna's theme playing? Am I about to die? I don't think you're about to. There are 3 elevators?
さすが合成だね。
No, you're just showing off.
まあ、地上40階の高さだから。
Well, the building is 40 stories tall.
専用のエレベーターを入れたら、全部で6機が運用されてい
And
る。
just for the record, there are actually 6 elevators if you count the ones reserved for private use.
それはすごいですね。
It's impressive.
さて、全部のフロアを案内するわけにもいかないから。
Keep in mind that we don't have time today to visit every floor. Sadly, we'll have to limit ourselves to those related to the conference.
まずは警備対策室のある34階だ。
Now, without further ado, let us begin with the 34th floor, with the security command room as stationed.
よろしくお願いします。
After you. Let's go, mother truckers. How many floors of Orcus Tower do we get to see throughout all the games? Because it's probably not a lot. Because I think in CS3 and 4 you also are in like higher levels, if any in CS4. I see.
ダドリー君からも
I see.
確かに危うい状況だ。
I heard the same from Dudley. It's quite a tricky situation we find ourselves in.
はい。
Like maybe 10 in total? Yeah, that seemed like it. Yeah.
両兵団と犯罪組織の動向に帝国政府と共和国政府の思惑。
The Jaegers and Hayway are cause for concern. Not to mention whatever it is the Imperial and Republican governments are up to.
そして両国首脳を狙うテロリストの脅威もあります。
On top of that, there are terrorists aiming to take the lives of two heads of state.
それと謎のハッカーですね。
And that isn't even including yesterday's mystery hacker.
奪われたタワーの図面はやはりこちらの端末から。
Would I be right in assuming that the stolen blueprints originate from one of your processing units?
ああ、どうやらオルキスタワーのサブ端末をハッキングしたらしい。
Regrettably, yes. It would appear a sub-terminal of the Orcus Towers was hacked into.
IBC の一件があって以来、システム部門でもハッキング対策は強化していたつもりだった。
After the IBC was hacked months ago, I had our systems department boost their anti-hacking countermeasures.
まだまだ不十分だった。
But clearly it wasn't enough.
ハッカーなんてまだまだ数は少なそうだけど。
When you think about it, though, hacking isn't exactly the most commonplace skill.
やっぱりエプスタイン財団の関係者の可能性が高いのかね。
Yep. Most logical culprit would have to be someone with ties to the Epstein Foundation.
現在ロバーツ主任がその可能性を探ってくれています。
We hired an expert. His name is Yona. Yona Sacred. Chief Roberts is currently looking into that possibility.
ただ今回は財団の関係者ではないような気
Now,
がし
my
ますけ
intuition
ど。
tells me that it isn't the case this time.
まあ、そちらの調査はおいおいするしかない。
No matter. All we have to do is wait for the results of his investigation.
両兵団や犯罪組織、テロリストたちも心配だが。
A Jaeger Corps, a crime syndicate, the looming threat of terrorists. There's plenty to worry about already.
それ以上に気になるのが首脳たちの狙いと思惑でね。
What's most troublesome, however, are the motives of a number of our esteemed dignitaries.
首脳たちの狙いと思惑。
In other words, what some of the leaders are hoping to gain from the conference.
つまり通商会議の参加者ってことですか。
You're saying you're suspicious of the people you yourself invited?
君たちが会ったクローディア姫とオリバルト王子については私もあまり心配して。
I have no misgivings about Princess Claudia or Prince Oliver, mind you. They're stand-up people. Fantastic. They were in your party in prior games. They're all right.
レミフェリアの太閤閣下もやはり信頼に足る人物だ。
And the Grand Prince of Remiferia has given me no reason to doubt him either. Listen, why is every card I've owned want me to prevent me from buying VS? Because, man, they know that you're going to spend so much money on them, they want to prevent you from doing so. But what, is it like a whole bunch of credit card companies just like don't, or credit or debit card companies don't like the websites that are the ones that have VN, visual novels? I just want to spend my money. Yeah.
問題はオズボーン宰相とロックスミス大統領の2人でね。
Chancellor Osborne and President Rocksmith, however, are another matter entirely.
二大国の首脳ですか。
The leaders of the two major powers
確かにクロスベルの命運を握っている二人だと
may
思
have the
う
most
け
to
ど
gain from controlling Crossbow's future.
具体的に
Card doesn't like
Nani ka uki de-
making here because it's registered as an international company. Ah, okay. Are you trying to use a debit card or do you have credit card? Because usually I find that usually credit cards are a bit easier to like make purchases with. Because I know sometimes my debit card will be like, nah, no. They tip their hand on that front already.
いや、その
I
逆
don't
だ。
have any credit cards? Then get one. Then get a credit card. Because that's exactly one of the main reasons why I have a credit card. Is because I know that some places don't take certain debit cards. And I tried, they don't like me. I mean, they don't like you. Because I just use mine as like almost like a flow through where I always try to keep the balance at 0, but like, might as well get cash back from it. If you want to try, I could give you a reference code for 1 through Discover. Paying all my bills for the last decade doesn't get me enough credit. Interesting. Because the system sucks. Interesting. Weird. But yeah, I mean, if you're willing to try again, I can give you a reference code for a Discover card. It's a pretty alright card. But, quite the opposite, actually.
会議の開催にあたっていくつかの取り決めや国際協定などの提案を事前に送ったのだが
We've already sent preliminary proposals for various treaties and accords to each country ahead of the conference.
そこで返ってきた返答が両国とも好意的すぎたのだよ
Both sides have reacted suspiciously favorably toward everything we've suggested thus far.
まるで本気で西ゼムリアの平和と発展を望んでいるかのように
The way they're behaving, you would think those two are all for equitable growth in Western Zemuria.
それは
That seems
さすがに不自然ですね。
unlikely, to say the least.
いつもことあるごとに反発し合っている2国なのに。
The Empire and the Republic tend to clash over even the smallest issues.
ああ正直会議そのものがどう流れるか
Correct.
予想もつかない
These sudden shifts in disposition make me all the more uncertain about how this conference might unfold.
かなり厳しい展開になることも覚悟する必要
I've
があ
already
る
prepared for the worst case scenario, mentally speaking.
なるほど。
That seems wise.
やっぱり政治的にも大変な状況なんですね。
So on top of all the immediate danger, we're stuck in a political trap too. Wow, this tower is very tall.
まあマクダエル議長も力になってくださるだろ
Times like this are when I'm glad to have Speaker McDowell to lean on.
ううまくいけばリベールやレミフェリアなどを味方にして交渉できるかもしれない
If we play our cards right, we should also have the support of Liberal and Remiferia during these negotiations.
とにかく腹をくくった上でエイドスに祈るしかないだろうさ
Come what may, my heart is steeled. The only thing more I can do is pray that Adios is in our corner as well.
おじさま。
Cool.
すみませんそんな大変な時に案内なんてさせてしまって
It's hard to believe that you have even more on your plate today than I realized. I'm sorry to take up your time with this tour.
とんでもない
Don't mention it.
逆にそんな状況だから気分転換しておきたくて
On the contrary, I relish the opportunity for a nice change of pace.
わざわざ君たちの案内を買って出たというわけ
That's why I insisted that I be the one to show all of you around.
そうでしたか
Yes, please do. Thank you very much, you weird man. Well, when you put it that way,
光栄です。市長閣
it
下。
would be our honor, Mr. Mayor.
そんじゃ喜んで案内してもらうっす
Heck yeah, we're down for if you are.
ああ任せたまえ
That's what I like to hear.
おっと到着だな
Ah, perfect timing. We've arrived. Ping pong. Bing bong.
ああ
Event staff.
すごい。
Incredible. Ah. Oh my god, we're up high in the tower. My god, look at that, look at that. Oh my god, we're so high. Look at how high we are. We can see so freaking far. Look at us. Oh my god. This angle makes it seem as though we're like 100 stories in the sky. My. Wow.
すごい見晴らしで
It's
すね。
absolutely amazing.
いやー最高の光景だぜ
Boy, is it? Got a load of that view.
満足してもらえたようだね
I'm glad you all find it as satisfying as I do.
ここが34階国際会議などが開かれた時
This is the 34th floor, where much of the staff will be on standby during the trade conference.
それではざっと見て回るとしようか
Are you ready to have a look around?
はいお願いします
Lead the way, Mr. Mayor. Lead the way, Mr. Mayor. Show us the way. I'm gonna trim my beard soon. It's getting longer. When I say longer, it's getting... My beard tends to curl in on itself.
警備対策室
But
に
it's
加
getting
えて
thick.
報道陣などの控え
It's
室が
getting
並んでいる
warm now. I'm gonna need to cool myself off. Here we have the security command room, and there's the press room just next door.
テロリストが潜入した場合に備え、一応警備隊の一個中隊も下のフロアに待機している状態。
There will be a company of guardsmen from the CGF on the floor below, in the event of any terrorist infiltration.
話は伺っています。
Right. I remember being briefed about that.
警備隊でもエリスムリが集められて
I
る。
bet they're gonna send the best the CGF has to offer.
しかし報道陣ってことはグレイス女子も来るのかな
I suppose the press room is where Grace will be spending all of her time.
なあ、クロスベルタイムズの女性記者だ。
You mean that reporter from the Crossbell Times?
リストにあったと思うから、多分取材に来るだろう。
That's right. I believe I saw her name on the list, so we can expect she'll be
ち
attending.
なみに報道陣は取材と記者会見の時以外はこのフロアから出さない予定だ。
Bear in mind that the press aren't permitted to leave this floor, with the exception of the press conference or any scheduled interviews. Okay, Bison can't stick around too late. Enjoy the speeches. Will do. Thanks for dropping by, Fontano. Talk to you later. Ugh.
なるほど合理的だね
Sounds reasonable enough.
たまに警備をすり抜けて突撃インタビューをするような乱暴な記者もいますものね。
It's necessary. Sometimes reporters can get a little pushy for a surprise Q&A session. Enough to slip past security even.
というか、グレースさんが一番そんな感じですけど。
Grace likely accounts for most of those instances, if not all of them.
さすがに見つけたら止めないとな。
I can only picture us dragging her away from somewhere she's not supposed to be. Yeah.
一応こちらの部屋も案内しておこうか。
Allow me to take the opportunity to show you into this room. It's a room. Nothing too special about it, but it is, in fact, a room.
へえこれは見事だね
Well, now, this is more my kind of place.
休憩室みたいだけどすごい開放感だな。
Looks like a break room, but it's so spacious.
ここは会議の関係者に用意されている
The
休
room.
憩室だ。
Oh, God. Precisely. This is the lounge I had prepared for the conference.
休憩時間などに遠慮なく利用してくれたまえ。
Feel free to use it yourselves during your downtime.
はい、遠慮なく。
Thank you. We'll be sure to.
後でお茶でも一服しに来ましょ
Could
うか。
always stop by for tea later.
さて、こんなところで次のフロアに案内し
Hey, 50 Mirror, how's it going, my friend? Let's head to the next floor, shall we? Eow. Going down this hallway. It's a hallway. Going down the hallway. Go through the door. Hey, we're in the... I remember
こ
here.
こは非常階段エリアですか。
Is this an emergency stairwell?
下への階段は封鎖されてるみてえだが
Looks like the way going down is sealed off, though. Good, I tested recording DVD with OBS. Looks like I can record them the long way. Ah, that's neat. So you can, put a DVD in your computer, full screen it, OBS the screen, and like the audio of the computer, and then so long as you let it play without interruptions, you can just get it. You know what? Honestly, makes sense. Never thought of it. I think I have never thought of it because, well, I guess I don't want to say never thought of it because at this point I don't have a computer that has a CD drive on it, although you can get those externally. My previous one did, but I don't think I ever really used it. Record that way. What things are you recording, 50 Mira? So the way going down is sealed off,
た。
huh?
本来なら階段を使って1階まで降りることができる。
Normally, you'd be able to use these stairs to ascend all the way to the first floor. Stargate DVD. Oh yeah, because you were saying, yeah, as you were cleaning them out, right? So, might as well immortalize them and not have to pay for them digitally.
しかし、今回の会議中は34回、35回、36回以外は封鎖するようにしているんだ。
However, we've sealed them off in preparation for the conference. Only the stairs between floors 34, 35, and 36 will be open.
なるほど。警備上の理由ですね。
In other words, it's a security measure. Oh yeah, and thanks for dropping into the Discord a few days ago. Cool seeing you. Fortunately, I find that I don't really drop into chat too often, so but when someone else drops in the chat, I do try to chime in. Because it is always nice when people be talking. In other words, it's a security measure.
でももし地震なんかが
My
起きた
PC
時
had a
は
floppy
どう
drive.
するんだ
Dude, I remember when I had a PC with a floppy drive in it, floppy disk. Like it was cool. And I was like playing with my parents' floppy disks because it was like, hey, I get to move the little metal thing. Whereas I thought I did before, but I probably forgot. Don't worry about it. What do people do in case of emergency? Say if an earthquake occurs.
その場合自動的に全ての非常階段が開放される。
Should such an event come to pass, the gates to the stairwell will automatically open.
まあ完璧なセキュリティはありえないということだね。
Which just goes to show that no security plan is foolproof. Not when we have to account for the
な
unexpected.
るほど気をつけておきます
True. We'll do our part to cover any possible gaps.
ハッキング対策なども考える必要がありそうですね。
Water. Sadorowy water. Devising any hacking protocols will be a necessity, it seems.
さてせっかくだから階段を使うとしようか。
Since we're here, why don't we take the stairs?
35階国際会議場フロアだ。
Next stop, the 35th floor, home to the International Conference Room. This is a conference meeting. Yes, it is. Yeah, we did the remainder of the side quests for pre this. Did finish the Fam Thief B quest and went with Reese to the Moon Temple, I think, or whatever it's called. Yeah, had some fun. Went on the train the first time, then yeah. So now we're just doing this.
そ
Ah,
ちらが
is this it? It says conference room.
この後行われる国際親善という名前の腹の探り合いの舞台。
Okay, so from left to right, I'm presuming it's crossbow. Then what? Like, is that Calvard? And then on the right, it's Arabonia, Liberal, and then Ramiferia? Maybe. That's right. Before you is the stage upon which world leaders will pursue the elusive dream that is diplomacy.
国際会議場だ。
This, ladies and gentlemen, is the International Conference Room. Aw yeah, baby. Time for internationally conferencing. Let's do it.
これは
Should have made it a round table. It's incredible.
すごい見晴らしです。
I've never seen anything like it.
これだけ天井が高いってことは2フロアぶち抜きみてえだ。
Must have had to take a chunk out of the next floor up with how high the ceiling is.
ああ、そのため上の36階はこの字型の構成になっている。
As it so happens, the 36th floor was designed in the shape of a U, so as to accommodate the conference room.
ちなみに両脇の部屋は各国首脳の関係者が詰める控え室になっていてね。
The antechambers to either side will house the staff of each respective dignitary.
護衛の将校などが待機することになるだろう。
Their personal security details will be on standby there as well.
なるほど。
Oh, that's smart.
確かにそういう部屋も必要だろうね。
Well, they'll have to go somewhere, don't they?
さて、最後のフロアに案内するとし。
Let us move to the final floor of our tour, shall we? Let us go. I love vegetables. Lettuce. Lol.
ここは会議に参加する各国首脳に用意された
Looking forward to it.
控え室のあるフロアだ。
The rooms prepared on this floor will be provided to the dignitaries participating in the conference.
ざっとだけ案内しよう。
Allow me to show you around.
お願いします
After you.
Oh, さすが豪華だな。
Wow, check this place out. Talk about swanky.
こんな部屋で優雅に時間を過ごしたいもんだ
If you
ね。
gave me a room like this, I don't think I'd want to
こ
leave.
ちらはオリバルト殿下に使ってもらう予定の控え室だ。
This one will serve as a waiting lounge for Prince Olivert.
左翼にも部屋があって、参加者ごとに割り当ててある。
There are rooms in the West Wing as well, one assigned for each visiting participant, perfect for you to go talk to each and every one of them.
まあ、会議でヒートアップした頭を冷やしてもらうための場所かな。
They also double as spaces to cool one's head, should things get too heated during the conference.
なるほど。
That makes sense.
一応こうした部屋にも動力ケーブルは。
Are these rooms filled with orbital cables as
ど
well?
う目立たぬ形で配線がされているはずだ。
That's right. We requested that the wiring be inconspicuously installed. Also, we get to see someone we should have seen in the game originally. Yes. Yes, yes,
まあ
yes.
他の部屋については割愛するとして、
Now then, why don't we put the other rooms aside for
最
now?
後に
For
そこだけ
now.
案内しておく。
Hey guys! Excuse me, my voice just cracked. I'm going through puberty again. I'm sorry. You see, there's one final place I'd like to show you.
これはディーター市長。
Good afternoon, Mayor Croy.
お疲れ様です。
Good to see you today, sir.
楽にしてくれたまえ。
At ease, gentlemen.
この回廊室からは会議の様子を一通り確認することができる。
From these windows, you'll be able to command a full view of the conference as it progresses.
機密性の高い会議などではカーテンを閉じることもあるが、今回は開いておく予定だ。
There are curtains to make things private should a confidential meeting take place, but they'll be open on this occasion.
なるほど。
Good to know. なるほど.
会場の様子を確かめられるのはちょっとありがたいな。
This way we can get a quick glance at how the conference is going while we're on patrol.
そうね。何かあったら駆けつけることができそうだし。
That's right. And if anything were to happen, we could rush in as soon as we saw it.
そういう意味では巡回ルートにしたいですね。
We should make this a routine stop on our route then.
さて、これで君たちが警備する3つのフロアを案内した。
With that, you've now seen all 3 floors that will be part of your security
最
rounds.
後にとっておきの場所へ案内させてもらおう。
However, if you would allow me, there is one more place I've been saving for last.
とっておきの場所。
You mean this wasn't it?
へえ、どこっすか。
Huh? So where are we going?
このビルで最も見晴らしのいい場
Isn't
所
it
さ。
obvious? The spot with the best view of all. Ah, yeah. Time to go to my bedroom. You're never gonna see this Dieter dick without it. Whoa.
これはさすがに見事だね。
Look at that. It's breathtaking. We're on top of the world. Oh my god, look at how high up we are. Long live the king. Just push everyone off the edge. Everyone just freaking splats
言葉
dies.
も出ないな。
No, Azure finished. Wow. Words don't do it justice.
そうね。
Not in the least.
街がまるでミニチュアみたいに見えますね。
The rest of the city looks like a miniature model from this far up.
いやー、夜はさぞかしすんげえ景色なんだろうな。
Hey, makes me wish this whole get together was after dark. But the view at night's insane.
いずれこの場所は展望台として市民に開放しようと考え
This little area will eventually become an observation deck for the public. Mm.
政府関係者だけが独占するのはあまりにももったいないから
It
ね。
would be a terrible waste, after all, to restrict something so marvelous to government officials only.
なあ、それはいいですね。
I'm sure people will love it.
キーヤちゃんもここに連れてきたいわね。
I can't wait for us to take Kia here, too.
おっと、失礼。
Oh, pardon me.
なあ、そうか。
Croy's here.
わかった。すぐにそちらに。
Is that so? Understood. I'll be there right away.
どうやら首脳たちがタワーに到着したよ。
I've just received word that the dignitaries have arrived at the tower.
申し訳ないが、これで失礼させてもらうよ。
Forgive me, ladies and gentlemen, but I'll have to take my leave here.
そうですか。本当にありがとうございました。
Not at all. Thank you for showing us around.
どうもです。
We appreciated it.
いや マジ楽しかったっす。
Boy, we did. That was something else.
いい経験をさせていただき
It
ま
was
し
the
た
tour of a lifetime.
こちらこそいい気分転換をさせてもらったよ。
I'm glad you enjoyed it, and thank you as well for giving me the change of pace I needed.
それではまた後で。警備の方は頑張ってくれたまえ。
I'll be seeing you all. Good luck with your security duties, and remember, give it everything you've got.
はい、お任せください。
We won't let you down.
ま、推薦文くらいは頑張らせてもらおうかな。
It's the least I could do to pay you back for that letter of
エイ
recommendation.
ドスのご加護を会議の成功お祈りしてます
Idios be with you. I'll be praying for your success at the conference.
私も祈っているよ。
As will I. Okay, see you later. Alligator in a while. Crocodile.
さてと、俺たちもダドリーさんのところに行くか。
What are you talking about? Crocodile's already been defeated by Luffy with his blood punches. It's pretty cool. I'm now in the Skypiea arc. It's good. It's good. Alright, let's make our way back to Dudley.
確か34階の警備対策室でしたね
You should be in the security command room on the 34th floor by now.
しかし、このまま何も起きなきゃいいんだが。
Now the real work begins. Here's hoping this goes smoothly.
そうですね
Yeah.
本当に
Fingers crossed. Imagine, I really hope at some point in Trails, same day, 1 p.m.
これより
Yeah.
西ゼムリア通商会議の本会議を開始い
I
た
hope
しま
at
す。
some point in Trails we get one game that just has one chapter where everything goes according to plan and smoothly. Right? Just like nothing pops off, nothing bad happens. It's just like one random chapter where it's just like, okay, here's a major event that's going to be happening and things could go badly. Ouroboros might do something, or like Splinter Cell or terrorist organization might do something. We don't know, but we gotta prepare for it. We gotta be ready in case it happens. And then nothing happens. And it just goes smoothly and chapter ends. Being like, wow, okay. Let us hereby call to order the main session of the West Zemuria Trade Conference. I like how lawyer dude's just back there, I guess, taking minutes. Yo, Arya's just sitting in.
議事進行は僭越ながら私ヘンリー・マクダエルが行わせていただきます。
I, Henry McDowell, shall have the honor of officiating the proceedings.
会議は一度休憩を挟んで約5時間を予定しております。
The conference is scheduled to run for approximately 5 hours, during which there will be one intermission period.
ただし進行次第では多少の延長はありえますのでよろしくご了承ください。
However, depending on how deliberations are progressing, a limited extension may be granted.
それと会議に際して2名のオブザーバーに参加してもらっています。
I'm conference all over Crossbell. Yo, how's it going, Sleeper? We are, in fact, playing Azure today, as I'm sure you are excited.
イアン・グリムウッド弁護士、
Lawyer Ian Grimwood.
クロスベルのみならず周辺諸国で活躍している法律専門家です。
He is a legal expert who is active not only in Crossbell, but our surrounding nations as well.
国際法、慣習法にも通じているため本会議への参加を要請しました。
I requested that he attend today's conference due to his familiarity with both common and international law.
はじめまして、イアン・グリムウッドです。
It's a pleasure to be here, everyone. I'm Ian Grimwood, at your service.
ほう、あなたが有名な熊ひげ先生か。
Ah, so this must be Crossbell's famous Grizzly Grim.
人権問題などにも積極的に関わられているとか。
Yes, I've heard of you as well. They say you're primarily concerned with issues regarding civil rights.
よろしくお願いします
It's an honor to meet you.
誠心誠意務めさせていただきます。
You flatter me. I hope my expertise proves useful to everyone today.
遊撃士アリオス・マクレイン、
Next, Bracer. Arios McLean.
やはり周辺諸国で多大な功績を上げていることで知られて
You
い
may
ます
recognize the name from his many outstanding achievements in our neighboring countries.
遊撃士協会という中立的立場から本会議の安全を保障してもらうため参加を要請しました
I requested that he too attend, as a neutral observer on behalf of the Bracer Guild, to further ensure our safety here today.
アリオス・マクレインです。お見知りおきを。
That is correct. I'm Arios McLean. A pleasure to make your acquaintances. I apologize, my dick is bigger than everyone here's combined. That is how badass I am.
風の牽制だったか
Oh, the divine blade of wind!
共和国でも何度か君の名前は耳にしておるよ
The speaker assumes right. Your reputation greatly precedes you, even over even the Republic.
帝都でもたまに聞きますが
Tales of your deeds reach the imperial capital as well.
かのクロスベルの地に風をまとう牽制ありと
People often speak of Crossbell's divine blade, a man swathed in windborne might.
恐縮です。
I'm honored.
それでは早速となりますが各議案の検討に入りましょう
Without further ado, we will begin by going over each proposal on today's docket.
定義者ディーター・クロイス市長説明と補足をお願いします
Mayor Dieter Kreuz will be our first proponent. The floor is yours, Mayor Kreuz. Thank you.
まずお手元にある資料の最初にある議案ですが
Now, if you would all direct your attention to bill number 1 in your provided materials. Okay, I was curious as to how nitty-gritty they were going to get in with this conversation.
始まりましたね
Like, in terms of, like, what we have to hear and see. Oh god, the freaking front swoosh. The garbage. The garbanzo beans, my guys. It's begun.
あ
Yeah.
あでもアリオスさんが呼ばれているのは聞いてたけどイアン先生まで呼ばれてるなんて
We
な
already knew that Arios would be here, but I had no idea Mr. Grimwood was going to play a role too.
しかも熊ひげ先生の名前で知られているみたいですし
It would seem his moniker of Grizzly Grim is well known outside of Crossbow as well.
国際会議では様々な合意や協定が交わされることがあるわ
Keep in mind, conferences such as these are meant for establishing accords and agreements between governing bodies.
その場合既存の国際法や国際慣習法などに照らし合わせて妥当かどうか判断する必要があるの
As such, it's necessary to have someone on hand with expertise in international and common law.
なるほど
Huh. I see.
そのためのアドバイザーがあの熊ひげ先生ってわけだね
And who would make a better advisor for that than Grizzly Grim himself?
しかし始まったはいいがさすがに小難しそうな話をしてるみてえだな
It's nice that we can see the start of the conference and all, but this stuff is way over my head.
まあ会議の内容に関しては我々が関与するところではない
It's not as though it's our place to be concerned with the actual discussions during the conference.
この通商会議が無事に終わるかそれだけに集中しておけ
Focus on what matters most, making sure today passes without incident. Which
Hi.
we hope it will. It won't. But we hope it will. Understood.
それでは早速打ち合わせ通りに
Should we begin as planned?
ああお前たちには34回35回36回を一通り巡回してもらう
Yes. I've tasked you with patrolling the 34th, 35th, and 36th stories.
一応お前たちの身分は全関係者に伝えている状況だ
Everyone on these floors should know who you are and why you're there.
各国首脳のスタッフや招待されたマスコミなどにも話を聞いてみるといい
I advise you to take time to speak with members of the media and the staff of the dignitaries.
了解しました
Roger that.
それでは私は34階に戻る
Good. I'll be heading back to the 34th floor now.
エイドスの加護何かあれば連絡してこい
May Dios protect you. Call me if anything happens. Okay. Talk to you later. Later,
やっぱり
Gator.
ダドリーさんも何かあると思っているらしいな
Dudley is usually pretty steely, but even he's on edge today.
え
I noticed too.
これだけ怪しげな動きがあって何もないのは不自然かと
It's hard to imagine today ending peacefully after what we experienced last night.
どうやら気合を入れて巡回する必要がありそうですね
I agree. We're going to need to be hyper vigilant on these patrols.
だな
No kidding.
早速巡回を始めるか
Kin. Oh, there we go. That's the voice. What do you say, leader? I'm ready to get this show on the road.
ああ、一通り回りながら関係者に話を聞いてみよう。
I am. Let's follow Dudley's advice and speak with all other parties present. Okay, it's time for Trails of Talking! Okay, let's go out this way first. 36th. Okay, so that goes down. So let's do everything on 36th floor first. So West Wing reserved for visiting leaders, Remifariat, Liberal, and Calvert. For the privacy, okay. Remifariat, Liberal, and Calvert. Okay, so here we go. This is the room reserved for Prince Albert of Remifariat. I understand the Grand Prince has an extensive knowledge of music. As happens, I'm currently preparing Speaker McDowell's private record collection for him to enjoy. Seem to have a very strong rapport with one another. Makes sense when you think about it. Remifariat has been the primary sponsor of St. Ursula Hospital for many years. Sweep, sweep, sweep. Phew, I'm dusting up a storm today. There's not a speck out of place on this pod plane. No, I'm done with it. Time to double check for any spots I missed. Okay. Oh, yeah, those police officers they have on patrol, aren't you? That's us. Sorry for interrupting. Scree! And you're Princess Claudia's little friend. Sieg, was it? Ah, this must be the gear falcon Kia told me about. Scree, scree! What's the little guy saying? Could you translate this first, Tio? He said, hello again, SSS, and nice to meet you, Tio. Okay, so she is also able to just get actual full sentences out of this. So he remembers us after all. Clever bird. Scree, scree! I always remember the faces of Princess Claudia's friends. Well, I'm honored to hear you say that, Sieg. Scree! Scree, scree! Oh, you're not familiar with Mr. Sieg? Isn't he just the cutest, smartest little bird you've ever seen? See, having a bird that is that intelligent, it's like, oh, that would be great to like have because you know that they wouldn't like shit on the furniture. Like you could toilet train that bird. I don't mean to make a fuss, but are these refreshments truly suitable for the president? I understand your concern, but the kitchen staff did their very best with them. I'm sure they'd be fine. Besides, they're patriotic in a way, don't you think? I suppose, but sure there were better alternatives. Is there some kind of issue with the snacks they prepared? Those sweet buns have Mishy's face on them. I would recognize them anywhere. They're Mishy buns. I fail to see the problem here. Any other foodstuff would be objectively inferior. Calm down, Tio. If nothing else, they give the president something to remember Crossbow by. Literally, Tio absolute simp for Mishy and Mishy branded products. Every one of these sweet buns has Mishy's face stenciled on them. Can't but think of them a rather tacky choice to serve at so formal an event. Oh great, now that you've brought up the issue, I can't stop worrying about it. But it's too late now, we don't have any time to prepare something else. It's fine. Okay. Mayor and Speaker will be sharing this room during the intermission. They have their work cut out for them representing Crossbow today, so I'm going to make this place as spick and span as I can. Guess it's does. You got this, Mr. Mayor. You can do it, Speaker McDowell. This spot gives you an amazing view of Crossbow. Every time I try to clean the windows, I end up getting distracted gazing at the city instead. So subscribe. La di da da. La di di da di di da di da di 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 da. Heard Prince Oliver is especially fond of red roses, so I took the liberty of fetching some to decorate his room with. I hope he enjoys them. He does, in fact, enjoy red roses. Heard Prince Oliver is, yeah, he loves them. We set aside for Prince Oliver during today's intermission. His Highness is quite renowned among the Imperial upper crust for his refined taste and unique pursuits. Knowing that makes me want to put all my energy into preparing this room to his liking. Yeah. Okay. Man, Kel, look at that view! Ain't it something, SSS? Lecter? What are you doing here? Ah, come on, you guys. I'm part of His Excellency the Chancellor's staff. Nothing unusual about me kicking back in here. Anyway, good to see you guys again, gang. You really gotta stop meeting like this. Even today of all days, you look like you don't have a care in the world. What he looks like is someone with something to hide. Hey, don't be like that, little lady. Only thing I'm hiding under all this charm is additional surplus charm. So, as clear as you're on your faces, tell me you guys have a boatload of questions you want to ask. That's right. We've learned a thing or two in the past 24 hours. Specifically about the Imperial government's actions, or lack thereof, regarding the trade conference. Alright then, I'm not exactly sure what you've heard. So let me shoot you a question of my own. Did you know that I'm working with the Noble faction to take Gileath Osborne's life? What? Oh. Consider the source, everyone. Don't listen to a word he says. I ain't falling for this one again, pal. Fool us once, shame on you. Dang, don't ruin a guy's fun like that. 2 out of 6 ain't bad, but I was hoping to string half of you along at least. I suppose we can chalk that one up to his crude attempt at humor then. Listen, Lecter, because I need to make something clear. I don't care what your position or goal is. From where I'm standing, you're the type of person who knows how to take responsibility and get the job done. Owing to that, the most logical thing to do would be to cooperate with us, at least as far as security is concerned. Am I wrong? So that's your play. I was only fooling about the turncoat. I was only fooling about that turncoat business just now, but you can't tell me it's totally impossible to picture, right? You gotta keep your eyes peeled at all times. Stay vigilant and see the signs. That's the key to a good writer finding inspiration, you know? I don't know any aspiring authors in this room, last time I checked. I've seen broken rifles shoot straighter than this guy. Sorry, but that's all the advice I can give you at the moment. You should keep an open mind about how things might play out. Expect the unexpected and all that jazz. That's real helpful. Thanks. Even now I can't get a read on what he's thinking. I feel like I understand him even less than I did before. Yeah, I can see our market village out in the distance. And just look at those bees go. Carrying honey and buzzing all over the place. Get real. There's no way you can see that far. Yeah, look at all them go. Look at all them bees just do their bee thing. They're being active. Okay, so this is crossbow room. Oh my god. Oh my god. It's my guy. Look. What's up? I've been a nervous wreck all day, but I can't let this opportunity go to waste, especially after all Prince Oliver's done for the Academy. Most importantly, I'm here as a representative of Thor's. I've got to pull myself together and chip in. What's a girl in a school uniform doing here? I did hear that a student was going to be accompanying the Imperial government to the conference. Supposedly they're hoping to gain some real-world experience, being one of the best and brightest of their academy. This must be her. Damn! Yeah, I was thinking someone just couldn't find a babysitter. Somehow I get the feeling she and I would have a lot to talk about. She has to have skipped a grade or two, right? Well, you never know. That girl just might be around the same age as you and Lloyd. She seems like she's got a good head on her shoulders. I guess she could be older than she looks. It would be nice to get to know her, but we're a bit pressed for time today. That is true. They're all kind of the same age, but Telma is just small. But hey, boys, we're winning. We're winning today. Must be a such sports discussion. Thank you for service today. You did another round of ordinary. You have nothing to produce. You're not the loiter. Sure thing. Rather blunt, isn't he? Like a pistol whip to the face. Any loud noise you make in this room will carry over to the next room and disrupt the conference. As such, we ask that you remain as quiet as possible while you're here. We obviously can't enter in the middle of the conference, so let's leave before we bother anyone. It's good to see you again, Major Vander. Have you noticed anything out of the ordinary yet?
Ah, hello there, SSS. It's hardly enough reason to let our guards down, but things have been calm thus far. Even the discourse of the conference itself has been civil. I'm admittedly impressed by how smoothly things are going. Yay, Toa! Toa! The game has now just ascended from a 10 out of 10 to 11 out of 10 through her presence alone. Special of the Kai version. Because in the OG crossbow release, she wasn't a character yet. So she was added retroactively. Which is the best thing that they could have done ever. Yeah. If the conference continues to go well, that will at least alleviate some of the stress on the prince's shoulders.
Is everything okay, Major Vander? You seem to have a lot on your mind.
I suppose you could say that. In a sense, we've only come this far because of the seeds he's chose to sow. But never mind that. What matters most right now is our duties at the conference. I have a role to play as the prince's escort. Just as I'm sure you all have your own, keeping the conference secure.
Right, that much is for certain. Good afternoon, everyone. If it isn't the special support section, I take it you've been securing the conference floor so for everyone? That's right, we managed to eke out an assignment as part of the security. So this room is where they're stashed all the big guns, is it? Metaphorically speaking, of course. But every last person here is a ranking officer. Correct. By all accounts, this room alone could prevent a major incident. Yeah, Toa could shoot them just all in the head. Pow pow pow. With rainbow cannon, I think? Or rainbow shot. Yeah, it's rainbow shot, isn't it? Absolutely. Not to mention Senior Captain Schwartz's swordsmanship. I've heard it's as fearsome as it is elegant. You are far too kind. It's nothing so extraordinary. That being said, no matter what happens, no one will lay so much as a finger on Her Highness. I swear it. Trust us to protect the conference room. We will trust you to watch over the other floors. Of course. Thank you. The members of the Royal Guard is sworn to protect Princess Claudia by any means necessary. Rest assured that the security here is in good hands. Best of luck with the rest of your patrols. Protect the conference room. Over you all. Okay, just let's see. I still have to put together the conference minutes and review the draft for sending to the Imperial Times. Oh, and I need to respond to Radio Trista's media request too. Radio Trista. Once again, just like Toa being the epitome of just like overcompetent, where it's just like, oh god, you are far too competent for a child. I'm so sorry that people put work on you because of it. Conference is finally underway. Paras really do attack. We can only guess what they'd be after. Regardless, we all have our assignments with the security room, and we can be sure we're going to do them. And then the Calvert room is just so much more empty. We don't have as many faces to names. Today's trading conference is the greatest interest to those of around Ferry, hoping to lead to further economic development back home. Special sports section, yes. I trust your patrols are going well. We're briefed on the possibility of terrorists targeting the conference. Everyone is going to have to do our utmost to keep the attendees safe. Obviously can't enter it yet. Must be the special sports section. They have on patrol on duty. Thank you for your service. Can do your job easier. Yep. Conference appears to be going well, rather than typical Republican Parliament session anyway. The president has to be relieved he's not dealing with the opposing party today. Well, look who it is. It's been some time, SSS. Yo, what's up, Kilika? Looking hot as always. How are your patrols going? Kilika. Ah, but where are my manners? The last time we met, it was under different circumstances. Allow me to introduce myself. Kilika Ruran, aide to the President of the Calvert Republic, at your service. I have other responsibilities and titles, of course, but they're nothing worth mentioning. I suppose not. Would that include being an entertainment producer, like you mentioned before? It would. Quite legitimately, in fact. It's just one of the many hats I don. There is, for that matter, a production company office back in the Republic as well. I see. In other words, there are no holes to poke in your story. She's a woman with a mask for every situation. And like any self-respecting spy, she knows how to use them. Hey, I like me a little Mystique, but I wouldn't give it a roleplay with her for just one night. That's one of those comments best kept to yourself, Randy. Care to share your conversation with the class, you three? Oh, that reminds me. Little Birdie tells me that a little birdie invited you aboard the RCL yesterday. I beg your pardon? I should have expected you would already know. Jeez, how do your sources even get this stuff? Settle down. It isn't anything to fret over. I am curious, though. Did you hear anything of note? It was only some friendly advice. Nothing more. There's still plenty we have to figure out for ourselves. Is that right? Well, the same could be said of myself. What? I was merely thinking aloud. I can envision as many scenarios as I'd like, but that doesn't mean any of them will come to pass. With so many conflicting motives, there's still much we don't know. That's true of everyone working here today. Will today be the day the first domino falls, or is that juncture yet to come? Maybe we get another Kai of Crossbow with a Kuraganger in the Calvert room. I mean, maybe, but I have to imagine not, right? Because, as far as I understand, the Kuro games all take place in, like, after Reverie, right? So, like, they could reasonably add Toa here, because it's like, hey, they mentioned that she went here in Cold Steel 1 and like the time periods kind of line up. That's the only reason. But I do think it would be a funny thought. Be like, oh, we're gonna release Kai again. Kai 2. Just purely for the sake of doing that. Who can really say at this point in time? I think I understand where you're getting at, but still. Either way, she's right on the mirror. The only thing I'll add is that my role today is nothing more than that of a presidential guardian and keeper. In that sense, you could almost consider us as colleagues. must say we put aside our allegiances and simply watch how today unfolds. Beyond that, I have no further comments to make for the moment. Fair enough. Thanks for the information. If you have much you'd like to discuss, let's watch and see. Go over the task security, do some much different. Yeah. Okay. Now, floor 34. Vice Commissioner Pierre muttering to himself, I hope he's alright. I'm a little worried about him. Ah, here's the restroom. Go ahead, put the lunchbox fine and grab a bite to eat. Dude, when I go to Japan, I need to get myself like a fucking legit bento box. Like I'm gonna have to like make a goddamn list of all the things I want to do when I go to Japan. Because I am doing so this year. Understood, we'll get right on. Listen up, there's a press conference scheduled during the intermission. Make sure everything is in order on the double. Yeah, I can't believe that woman would... no, I'm sure of it this time. Who's he mumbling about? Excuse us, Vice Commissioner Pierre. What? The first support service? Oh, joy. Well, can I help you? If I may ask, Vice Commissioner, what are you doing here? Tia, you can't just... Oh, nothing except my job as director of the security command room. Huh? Since when? Come to think of it, I do recall seeing your name sprinkled around in some of our materials. Oh, I see. I never read those. Hence my confusion. You what? Here we go. Probably should have mentioned this all to you, to all of you sooner. Whoops. One question. If you're the head of security, why are you in here instead of the command room? Taking a little break? Please. Dudley has full authority while we're here on site. With my permission, of course. So you see, there's no reason for me to be in the command room. Too many leaders spoil the group, as it were. Think of it however you like. As your superior, I know what is best for the operation. Now then, you six just focus on not getting in Dudley's way. Yes, sir. By the way, Vice Commissioner, could I ask what woman you're referring to just now? I'm curious too. Is it someone we should be wary about? What? Why would my wife be? I mean, mind your own business. It's got nothing to do with you. Now get back to work. Go. Yes, sir. Understood. Oh, if that was about his old lady? Perhaps the tight leash she has him on is beginning to chafe. Whatever the case, I think you'd appreciate us keeping quiet about this. I can buy vending machine stuff. Canned coffee. Okay. Yeah, that's one thing that I definitely want to like check out. I do want to like look at the cool vending machines that they got in the Nihon. Like I want to get me some warm things from a vending machine because that just seems crazy to me. Because like the only things that you get in vending machines in the US is soda/water or like candy and chips. Right? Like I want to get me like a nice warm can of soup. Captain Grant, pleasure to see you. Hey Grant, working hard? Good day, Sergeant Major Seeker. You as well, Sergeant Orlando. I suppose neither one of you is technically part of the CGF at the moment. That's true, but my leave is only temporary. You can address me by whatever you find easiest. I don't really care either way. Hey dude, the only representatives from the CGF on this floor? There we are. It's out of consideration for the dignitaries and members of the press, you might say. Part of the CGF's orders for this assignment is to stay out of their sight and minimize exposure, hence the bare-bones deployment. Sounds like the reasoning goes deeper than that. It does. Essentially, the decision is a way of tiptoeing around the two major powers. While the Guardian Force's weaponry is restricted by state law, it still functions the same as any other state military. We stay within budget, but a great deal of our funding goes toward maintaining and improving the arms we're allowed to have. Those expenditures would be an easy point of contention if they were out in the open during the conference. Out of sight and out of mind, in other words. Diplomacy can be one fickle mistress. All true, but I try not to think about it too much. In the end, the both of us are only up here for the appearance's sake. So, there's an entire company of guardsmen one story below ready to mobilize at a moment's notice. Should something happen, they'll be on this floor within seconds, rest assured. Good to know. We'll be counting on you if it comes to that. Yeah, give us good defense. I'm complaining this room is built over top for just two people, because it goes to show, when it comes to extravagance, Orchid Tower truly isn't a league of its own. So just keep everyone safe. Sergeant Major Seeker, let's put our backs into it. You can trust the security of this to me and Captain Grant. Roger that. Yeah, boy. Okay. That room. Yes, okay. Infrastructure we set up in here allows us to consolidate and parse every bit of security that flows in just like that. Plus, with the terminals are limited, we're still able to access the database at CBD headquarters. Should the need arrive, we'll have detailed info on any suspicious characters available at our fingertips. Watching the build through this monitor can tell you everybody on security detail is on extra high alert. Things would be a lot simpler if our fears about these terrorists turned out to be unfounded, wouldn't they? So I haven't caught wind of any terrorist activity, but it's too obvious to hope they called off their plans in the face of our flawless security. We could be so lucky.
There you all are. Have you noticed anything amiss?
No, not yet. A monitor over there gives you a security overview of the entire tower at once, right?
Correct. We have access to every critical area of the building in real time. That includes the conference room, of course. Thankfully, this tower is equipped with the most advanced security system on the continent.
Numerous locations are beginning to incorporate video surveillance, as I recall from the IBC to Orbital stores. I've never seen such a large quantity of them in one place, however. How many there are is only half of it. The fact this technology even exists is amazing on its own. I wouldn't be surprised to see them used to survey areas outside the city someday. CGF's days might be numbered now. I don't think it'll ever be that simple. How widespread they become is going to depend on the public's approval.
Digressions aside, there are more than welcome convenience for this assignment. Without any leads on the terrorist plans, all we can do is nip things in the bud the moment they strike, whether right before or just after. That's why we have to keep our eyes sharp. Can't afford to overlook even the tiniest detail. If you come across anything suspicious, be sure to report it at once. Understood?
Yeah. It's like, hey, do you want a surveillance state? Yes? Cool. No? Understandable. Okay. But it is actually getting really warm in this room. I've been also live for 3 hours. So I'm actually going to call it here because I think there's a good place to stop, honestly, because I'm about to talk to the people in that room and presumably get cutscened to the next portion. So I think that's a fair place to stop. As I said earlier in the stream, tomorrow I might do a bonus stream of Fire Emblem Engage, depending on how I feel. I also might not. Depends. But regardless, I will be streaming Trails to Azure on Friday. I don't think there will be anything that interrupts that. So with that, thank you 50 Mira, Sleeper, Fontano, Neko Dave, and anyone else who dropped by and lurked. Much appreciated, and I hope you all have a very nice night and will join me next time. Bye!